Okay, let's go here. And we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. How's everyone doing today? How we feeling? How we grooving? How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day going so far? Hopefully, everyone's day has been fantastic because I am ready for another fantastic live stream with all of y'all. I am looking forward to this. This is honestly genuinely one of the highlights of my day. So good to see everyone. How we doing? How we doing? We got a few people in the chat already. Let's see. So far, James Chalikas, what's going on, dude? Black Brick Ops, Joseph Keene, Ken Johnson, Herman Flores, Jaw, good to see all y'all as well. Ro Vega, what's happening, dude? Alex Hitchwatch, what's going on, dude? Zap Outdoors, good to see you. Casual Airsofter, hello there. Cheeks, yo, what's up, baby? RGK, what's up, dog? What's up, man? Nate, Matthew Riley, good to see you. Casper, my man, Gigs, good to see you as well. We got a few people already joining. Good to see. Zero, what's going on? What up? What's up, man? What's up? Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party. Right, 7:31. We'll get started in like 4 more minutes. Once a few more people go ahead and join in as well. Let's see here. Also, let me know how the audio is coming in as well. I want to make sure that we are nice and audible. Make sure we are nice and good. Echo going on. All right. Is that a little better? Should be good. I don't see any reason why there would be a massive echo. But yeah, should be good to go. Okay, how's everyone doing? Hell yeah. Hell freaking Akrai, good to see you again, man. Don't see you as often, man. It's good to see you, dude. It is good to see you. I know you're a busy man. Good to see you. Always a pleasure, man. Guys, do me a favor. Make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream. Share this around with as many people as possible. Audio is good? Okay, cool. Yeah, share this around with as many people as possible. Let's get all eyes on this. Remember, word of mouth is going to be the strongest weapon we have to fight the YouTube algorithm because YouTube hates anything Airsoft related. So we need all your guys' help to go ahead and share this around. Get this all eyes on this stream, right? Let people know that this is the best way to go ahead and, one, stay in touch with the Airsoft community, see all the latest and greatest coming to Airsoft GI, and get extra entries into this week's shopping spree giveaway, right? It's $500 that are on the line, which you guys can go and take advantage of right now. Hell yeah. Just unlocked the first bonus raffle for the... Hey, that's what's up, baby. Jason, what's going on, dude? Good to see you as well. Still at work, but I'll be listening at least. Hey, at least you're here, man. At least you guys are here. But again, make sure to do me a favor. Share this around and make sure you leave a like on this live stream. Let people know. Let people know this is the place to be. Either be here or be square. Is that how it goes? Be there or be square. That's how that goes. Be there or be square. We got a little surprise for you this live stream as well. Going to be very, very cool as well. Going to be very, very cool. Reverend Airsoft, when do entries end? Technically speaking, you still have a chance to get entered into this week's shopping spree giveaway. I'll go ahead and leave the link to the rules as well. You can get entered into the shopping spree giveaway as late as this Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? That's literally all you got to do. The rules are right there for you to go and check out. You have this whole week until Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to get entered into this week's shopping spree giveaway, again, for $500. And all you got to do to enter is place a $20 or greater order. That is literally all you got to do, right? However, you guys see right next to me the promotions going on. Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So think multiples of 50. You will be getting 5 per. Spend $50, that's 5. $100, that's going to be 10. $150, that's 15, and so on and so forth. You guys get the idea. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. I'd highly recommend that you get yourself a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box as well, right? This is the mystery box you want to get for the year, right? Nothing comes close to this in terms of just how much of a value this thing is. It is absolutely insane. I'm going to link that as well. Order one of these bad boys, and that's 15 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. On top of, again, winning some amazing prizes out of this mystery box. It's absolutely insane. The prizes in here are stacked. Some of the hottest releases of the year, hence the name, right? Not only that, we have a ton of items that are discounted right now. We're talking some good stuff too. We're not talking like in-house brands like other places or only the cheap models. We're talking some of the hottest selling models, some of the most in-demand products. We're talking Tokyo Marui, G&G, Classic Army, and so much more. You guys don't want to miss out. I'm going to link the sales page on the site as well. There you go. Put that there for you all as well to go ahead and check out. I'm also going to recommend, if you haven't already, if you want to dominate the airsoft field, Mayo Gang MGC4. The Mayo Gang MGC4 is the place or the gun to get if you wanted to go ahead and have something that was going to be attainable in price point, right? Sort of that mid-tier price, especially right now. This thing is solid. This is going for a steal with these shocker deals going on. But again, that's ending tonight, right? What is that? Less than $300, you can get yourself a Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark 1 or a Mark 2. Only 4 hours to go, though. Literally only 4 hours till this deal expires. So make sure to place your orders now while you guys can. These things are an absolute nightmare to deal with against someone, someone faces up against you, they might end up just quitting, because every time someone has brought one of these out to the field, people have just been absolutely dominating with this. It's no joke, man. It is absolutely no joke. Highly recommend you go and pick one up yourself. I own one of these, and I freaking love mine, right? Courtesy of Airsoft Brewer. Thank you so much, by the way. That was one of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten, by the way. But I got a little surprise for all y'all. I did mention that I was going to go ahead and have a little something for you as well. Thank you, Brand RGK, for putting the Discord link right there. I did mention that I was going to have a little surprise for you. So, last week we were able to go ahead and get a guest on, and I was feeling really nostalgic for it. I was feeling really nostalgic for having a guest on the live stream. It was very, very fun, very, very cool to have someone to, do the back and forth with. Love my talks with Boss Man, but, wanted to get some other people involved as well, right? And one person that I've actually never had on the live show, even when I was doing on a regular basis, having guests on a regular basis, actually was our man, RGK, Random Guy Kev. Absolutely love the guy. Freaking charming as all hell, funny as all hell as well. Never actually had him on the stream, right? We've met in person, we've played together, but never actually been on a Discord call. So that is about to change tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give my man RGK a call right now. We have a topic in mind, actually, for tonight's stream. We have a topic in mind. We are going to be looking at, or rather asking ourselves the question, can Airsoft become mainstream? This is actually a very, very interesting topic. We kind of touched base on it a little while ago with the podcast, and even yesterday kind of touched base on it a little bit as well when we were talking about, could you see Airsoft as like this massive sport, right? As this massive sport. This is going to be something that, I think we can delve into even further. Like, what can be done to make it more mainstream, right? But again, guys, feel free to go ahead and jump in the live chat as well. Let me know what your thoughts are on this as well. And again, this is a Q&A live stream as well. So if any of you guys have any Airsoft-related questions, feel free to go ahead and put down your questions in the live chat. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to see and identify. I am not perfect. I do my best to go through everyone's question. However, I do ask that you guys be patient. You can ask your question more than once if you want to, if your question has already been answered. However, anything more than twice and you will be put on a timeout. It's considered spam. This does not do it. Just be patient. We will come around to your question as much as we possibly can, right? As much as we possibly can. And I want to help out as many people as I can. But again, I'm going to highly recommend you take advantage of the promotions going on right now. So take it out. Every 50 you get 5. Every 50 you get 5. Discounted items ending tonight. So without further ado, let's give our boy a call real quick. Let's give him a call. Let's see here. Start voice call. Hello. Oh, there you are. There you go. I didn't expect a video call. Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. There we go. I can hear you now. How are you doing, man? How you doing? Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. I got the man's over here. I'm going to put him right over there. That we can go and see it. Hey, first of all, appreciate that you were doing a video call. I was not expecting that whatsoever.
It's all good.
All right.
I got beautified for you.
Hey, man, I appreciate it nonetheless. You got some good-ass lighting in there. Your eyes are real nice and sparkly. I might get lost on them.
Just here, trying to make sure people see my eyes and my face and see how sexy I am.
Of course. I don't think people I don't think people at all are up. That's up for debate. I think people are all in agreement that what a handsome man you are. What a handsome man you are. That was actually with guys. If this is the kind of like relationship we have too. The first time that I ever called him, guys, the first time he ever called me, right? We're arranging like a meeting, talking about business and stuff. Oh, you guys can't hear him? Okay, let's see. Desktop audio. All right,
They can't hear me.
There we go. You should be good now. Yeah, he should be good. But yeah, the first time you ever called me, right, I was just like, yeah, we're talking about getting some stuff organized, right, just so that you're up to date with, the schedule for, like, live streaming and stuff. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, if you ever need anything, just, let me know, text me, or I can go in and text you back. And you're like, yeah, don't send me nudes. It's like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I try to keep it lighthearted, funny things going on. I mean, we're all nerds. We love playing airsoft, and sometimes people take it too serious, and we just gotta have fun with it.
no, I 100% agree to that. Even as someone that does a lot of like Milsim stuff, like at the end of the day, even I don't take it like that seriously, right? It's something that we all have to kind of be like laid back about it more or less, just because again, coming off too intense is one way to definitely deter more people. But actually, we did have a topic in mind for tonight, and that and I'm sure you've been pretty good about being on the streams as well, which I do appreciate. We had a topic for tonight, which was can airsoft actually become mainstream? So I'll go ahead and ask you in the most blunt way possible, blunt as a nuclear bomb, yes or no. Do you think airsoft can become mainstream?
I mean, it can be if the community gets bigger and there's more investment in the community. I mean, people talk about the competitive side and the Milsim side and the public play and things of that nature. I mean, I think I can see it going mainstream at some point. We're not there yet. We have to continue growing the community. And if when I say grow the community, it's trying to get new players in, but keeping those old players still coming back because, the life expectancy for most airsofters is like 2 years.
Yeah.
And after 2 years, they're just like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm bored. I'm over it. Let's move on. I'm out of here. And so we lose those players, but then we do get new players, but it's like a revolving door. So we have to. Some people get burnt out from airsoft. Some people get bored of airsoft. And I tell people, try every facet of airsoft and see if you like it or not. If you're playing indoors, try playing outdoors. If you're playing outdoors, try playing indoors. Try looking at the competitive stuff. Try looking at the Milsim stuff. See what you like, see what you don't like. And sometimes that burnout just will kind of go away if you try something new and try a different place. Because I know people that burn out from playing at the same airsoft field 24/7, and that's it. And it's like, okay, we're playing the same TDM. That's it. That's all we got. And that's, people get bored of that.
No, I get that. I was actually going to ask too. That was going to be you read my freaking mind. We're just in sync. We're just in sync like that. My next question was actually going to be like, one of the things that I do feel like that keeps people or airsoft from becoming mainstream, just like any hobby to an extent, right, is the fact that it's like, yeah, burnout can be a factor. What would you say are some of the things that you like to do yourself personally, especially you? Because if you guys didn't know, RGK is indeed a content creator. Like he is a bona fide content creator. Like he is on the social medias. He is the influencer of the people, right, for airsoft. But you get exposed to this on a daily basis, just like I do. So what are some things that you like to do to kind of avoid the feeling of burnout? Because I know that's a real thing for a lot of content creators.
It is, and like literally, I try something new that I'm not used to. I tell people straight up, I'm not a competitive player. I don't care for it. I'll watch it. I enjoy watching it. It's entertaining. But outside of that, I'm okay. I try to hit up a milsim, like go out of state to play somewhere else. I try hitting different fields. I'll drive 3-4 hours to go play at a different field and try it out, just for new experiences. And I think that's what it is. You have to gain new experiences, trying different things, because again, if you stay at home playing at the same field and nothing changes, sometimes you may have to talk to the field and be like, hey, I have some game ideas or I have some field layout ideas. Here you go. And if they're willing to go with you on that and update, cool. That makes things fresh. But if things aren't fresh for a long period of time, you just stay stagnant. You're just like, all right, I don't think I like airsoft anymore. I'm bored. And you just fall back.
No, I 100% would agree to that. I think that's actually something I don't think I've ever even really thought of is like, yeah, if you have new game mode ideas, why not just bring it up to like the ref or the staff there? I'm pretty sure. I mean, what's the worst they're gonna say? No.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. People are so scared to talk to management. I don't mind talking to people in management positions or people that are higher up and just being like, hey, we keep playing the same game modes. Let's change it up. Let's do something. And sometimes investing in your own home field, as far as buying props or like, hey, let me run an event here where we have specific objectives. Make a theme day, Marvel versus Capcom type of thing, and you have people dress up so people feel more involved with their field and the local community.
No, I get that. I get that. I think that's actually a pretty cool idea. Like, again, I never would have. I mean, it makes sense when you say it out loud, but I'm like, yeah, I guess you could just like ask them, like, hey, can we do like a theme? I think events are definitely like one really cool thing. Investing even in their own field just for more obstacles or different props to make the layout a lot more interesting. I do like. It's funny. You have a Project N1 T-shirt. I love what N1 does, where it's like every so often, yeah, the entire field layout completely changes. So like you go there like once a month, like, you know, someone like typically me once every 2 months, once every month. You go and it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like everything I knew about the field layout is completely gone now.
Yeah, I think they change their field layout every week. And the owner there, it's like a workout for him, moving those structures and things like that. So I'm like, that's dope. I like going to a field and not having like a set spot that I'm camping at or anything. Like I have to move around or I'll get flanked at some point. So it's like being able to, for especially for indoor fields, if they're modular, it makes it so much more fun.
No, yeah, 100%. I don't know though, like, you know, we're on the topic of like burnout and stuff. I don't know. I definitely think that can be a factor for like keeping people, I guess, like from investing even more into it and keeping that longevity there. Even though we are seeing, you know, I would say a pretty steady stream of new people, newcomers getting into it. I think though one of the biggest like deterrents for, or one of the main reasons rather, why we don't see airsoft in such a mainstream light is gotta be, I mean, it's gonna be such a cliche answer, right? But like, of course, blaming it all on social media. But I do think that has a pretty big effect onto why it hasn't already become mainstream.
It does. I mean, you got to think about people when you first search airsoft. A couple different things pop up when you just type in airsoft, and it's a lot of the content is kind of negative. And people look at that and be like, I don't want to play airsoft really. And those are the things that are getting views. Those are getting the follows, the subs, and things of that nature. But you got to think about, I tell people this all the time. Yes, your page may have a lot of followers, but are those followers, you know, what's the ROI on those followers? Are they converting into airsoft, or are they just here to just watch
For entertainment
and
purposes,
not? Yeah. So you have those people. So it's cool to see, like, whenever I hit the field, I always get like people like, yo, I watched your video, and that's what encouraged me to get into airsoft. And I like hearing that because like it'll be a dad and a son combo going out, and it'll be like, yeah, we saw a couple of your videos and we just came out and we thought it would hurt, but it doesn't hurt, and we're having fun. We're having a great time. And that's all most people need. Just go out there, have fun, get a rental first, just to make sure you like airsoft. I tell people that don't just go out there and buy a gun. Try a rental first, figure out if you like airsoft, and then deep dive into it and invest. Go ahead, spend thousands of dollars, have fun.
That's got to be the best feeling in the world, though, is when, so I can imagine, because I've had kind of similar experiences. Obviously, it's different. You know, I do obviously business, I have an actual retail shop versus you, the individual. But like, that's got to be the best feeling in the world when you have someone coming up to you and being like, "Oh, hey, I watched your videos and it really convinced me to get like actually into it," or like I got me and my kid into it, or I got me and my dad into it. That's got to be like the best feeling ever.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like it's great because I tell everybody, I'm not a airsoft celebrity or anything. I hate that word. I'm just Kevin. I'm just here to
Gonna have
play.
your
I'm here to
autograph.
have a good time. We're all human. Don't be afraid to hit me up, ask me questions. I don't know everything, and I'll tell you I don't know, but I'll direct you to the correct person. But like getting into airsoft, it's just fun. Like it's therapeutic for me. We some people call it a sport, some people call it a hobby, but for me, it's just my escape from the world, from being an adult, and just like enjoying the moments.
No, I get that. I do relate to that as well, especially for it being like an escape. Like, and that's something that I'm so freaking busy, like in my own personal life and just work schedule as well. Sometimes it is hard for me to take that time to go out and actually play. And I do try to make a point to go out at least minimum once every month, once every 2 months. But you're right, like it definitely for me serves as an escape. It definitely serves as like a means of like being able to like chill out, mellow out, have kind of like working out in a sense where it's like, okay, I'm going hitting the gym, right? Just this is obviously for my mental health. Same thing with like going airsofting, especially when you can go with friends, especially when you can go with friends. Someone was saying airsoft is slowly dying, says Joe Gunn. I don't know if I would agree with that. I don't know.
I don't. I can't agree. I literally just did a video last week for my airsoft report.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I noticed like an uptick in new players, and it was like weird because like I played airsoft like 4 weekends, three or four weekends in a row, and it was like a shit ton of rentals, and
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, where'd you guys all come from? Like, it's just like we saw these videos and we wanted to try it out. And it's like, and immediately after the first couple games, a couple people just went into the shop and just bought guns. Like, yeah, I need to get my own gun equipment and stuff like this. I really enjoy it. So it's like I've seen an uptick for the past like 3 or 4 months of a bunch of rentals just showing up and buying gear. And it's like, hey, I remember you from last time. Yeah, I finally bought this gun because you suggested it, and it runs real good. It's like it's cool. So it's like the other thing I tell people that are getting into airsoft, research as much as possible. Every content creator isn't a truthful content creator. Everybody says, hey, I love this is the best thing ever. Yeah, they you got to give reasons why not you don't like it, why you do like it, because everything is not perfect in airsoft as a whole.
Oh no, 100%. Like everything from like the way airsoft is played. There's flaws in pretty much anything. You can say that about any hobby, but airsoft even too. But like, that's cool to see that, and even in your like, where you're going, you are seeing that there is also a consistently new stream of newer players getting involved. That's always good to see. That is 100% the thing that is going to keep this hobby alive. But one of the questions that I wanted to ask you as well is, what do you think let's say, obviously, because you are a content creator, this is what you do for a living, right? So, or at least, I would assume like that's one of the things you do for a living, right? I know everyone's got side hustles right now. But like say the average Joe Schmo, right? Someone that doesn't do content creation, whether that be for whatever reasons, someone that doesn't do content creation, someone just a regular person, what would you say is the best advice to give them if they wanted to get more people into airsoft outside of, let's say, immediate family? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, be honest, be truthful. Don't sugarcoat it. I mean, airsoft is fun. You can provide people recommendations, but you remind them that it's at the end of the day, it's their decision on what they want to do in airsoft, what products they want to use. I think the best thing to do is it's trial and error, especially with your kit, your gun. Your first gun may not be the gun that you love, but then it's like, it's working for now until you get more money to buy another one. And the same thing goes for your kit. You see everybody kitted up with the full plate carrier and military gear, and you're just like, oh, I want to do that too. And you do it, you're just like, yeah, I don't like this at all. You switch back to your sweats and put on a chest rig and just run out there and have a good time. So everything in airsoft is trial and error, but once you find something that fits you, run with it. Don't care about anybody's judgment or, hey, that looks cheap. That looks horrible. Just as long as you're comfortable at the end of the day, run with it.
No, I 100% agree. Again, this is all something that like it's all up to the individual person, right? They can do whatever it is that they feel like in terms of like what it is that they wear, what it is they run, however it is that they like to play. I think like the biggest thing that like you can do, and like obviously that being the message, I think the biggest thing that like really helps out in terms of just getting more people involved in it though, because like YouTube is definitely a spot that like I think we've all kind of more or less agreed that like, okay, a lot of airsoft content is going to be published there, right? Because again, you go on like Instagram. I don't know if you face this. I know you have your own personal socials as well, but we definitely face throttling on like social media when it comes to like posts that we do.
Oh yeah, I mean my Instagram, my airsoft Instagram page got taken down like 2 months ago. So I'm still in the process of fighting with Meta to get it back up. But like they're throttling anything dealing with guns. So even Airsoft GI's page, you guys have, I think it's like 60,000 people following. Not everybody's gonna see it unless you pay to play. So you have to buy a blue check mark and boost your posts. That's when everybody's gonna see it. So Instagram is slowly becoming, well, it's always been money hungry. So yeah, that's really it. It's very, very much money hungry. You got to pay to play. So I honestly don't. I would just stop pushing Instagram as a whole, because I think something else is going to come in place and compete with Instagram at some point. But like Instagram doesn't care about guns at all. Like toy guns, they don't care if it's toy guns. You could put, hey, this is a toy gun, this is a replica. They don't care. They have an AI bot that checks everything and will remove your content. And I'm pretty sure most of everybody, if you're an airsoft and you have an airsoft page, most of your stuff is already flagged.
No, yeah, it's marked up. Someone has it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Something's happening.
no, I 100% agree. Like that's something that we have to deal with too, and that it definitely is rough because like even Bossman said it before on previous streams that like back in like the day we used to be able to go in and post literally whatever it was that we wanted to in terms of like content, and no one cared. It wasn't being monitored. It was just like, hey, here's this out there, and I really do feel like that really helped kind of explode because I remember for a while there was a pretty big boom for like airsoft. I think it was like what is it like 2010, early 2010s if I'm not mistaken. It was a big
Yep.
boom that it started blowing up, and I think to an extent airsoft has definitely gotten a lot more popular. I'll watch like random content creators that have nothing to do with like the tactical side or firearms, anything, right? They're just like, oh yeah, they're just gaming nerds or whatever, right? And then I see like, oh yeah, I have this prop here, and it's like, oh yeah, it's an airsoft gun or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think airsoft will continue to grow. It's just kind of up to us that are like all of us that are here to encourage all the rentals, the new players that we see to be like, yo, come on, let's go play, let's go have a good time. Because, you get those new players and sometimes they're scared to talk, they're scared to chat with people. I'm quick to be like, hey, what's going on? Are you having a good time? Great. Like, what gun are you, okay, you're renting right now? Okay, have you thought about purchasing anything? If you want to use my gun, you can, just to see how it feels and go from there. Because I always bring like 3 or 4 guns with me that some company had sent me, and it's like, hey, if you want to use it, here, have a go at it. Versus the rental, something from the rental fleet. So again, making sure people have a good time, especially on their first time, they'll always come back.
No, agree. I think that's kind of a responsibility. I think that I really wish that everyone, if you don't already, right? If you don't already, I think everyone should take it. It's in the best interest of the hobby as a whole. If we look out for anyone that's like new, especially if you notice someone like that is newer, maybe you're a regular at a field and you've never seen this guy before, or they're doing the whole rental package, or they're a little kid or something. I think it really should be everyone's responsibility at the end of the day to look out for them. At the very least, even if you're not going to be like super proactive on like, being best buddies with them. I'm not saying you have to do it. It's cool if you can. It's awesome if you can. You don't have to, but I think just watching out for them, giving them the right advice, letting them roll with you in terms of like, hey, I'm going to move here or I'm going to try to capture this objective, having them work with you, I think that's definitely going to make a much better experience, and that's going to keep them in the game for a lot longer because they're going to have now nothing but positive experiences overall. I think that's definitely one way to keep people going in there as well. Hopefully, again, I hope that all these things that we do can go ahead and push airsoft into the mainstream light. I'm just wondering if there's anything else that can be done typically right now that's in the power or that's within our power, within our grasp right now that we can do to help get airsoft in a mainstream light. Someone was saying airsoft, of course it's mainstream. It was in South Park. Did you watch that episode?
Yeah, I love that. I love that episode. That episode is funny because it's like that whoever thought that up plays airsoft.
I love looking at that episode, specifically in whenever they go to the shop or when they're at the field, because I like looking all the little Easter eggs. I'm like, okay, I see the dye mask, I see the freaking tap adapters in there as well. I see the high kappas.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, I think again, when it comes to bringing new players in and seeing where it can go as far as the mainstream site, just welcome everybody in. I ran playing a game. I had the rentals just hovering around spawn, and I'm like, guys, come on, let's push out. Just follow me. Let's go out here. Yeah, let's go. And then the moment I die, they all walk back with me to spawn. I'm like, no. When I die, you keep shooting.
Avenge
I go
me.
back and I'll rush back up.
Don't let my death be in vain. Avenge me. God damn it.
So one day I had 7 kids following me. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's just go out there. Let's go shoot. And then it's let's go get the objective. And again, when I die, they're literally all following me back to spawn. I'm like, guys, come on. We can't do this every game.
Okay, that's kind of cute. It's it's like a mother duck with all her little ducklings following her. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, literally, I'm like, bro, come on. But I mean, as long as they're having fun and you tell that small group, they have fun, they share that out with their other friends, and their other friends come in, try it as well, and it just keeps spreading by word of mouth, of course, but it just keeps spreading. So I think that's, in a sense, that helps it become more mainstream.
100%. And I agree. And again, guys, if you want airsoft to become more mainstream, you know what to do. You guys got to use word of mouth. That's going to be the biggest weapon that we have. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it as much and many times as I have to. Word of mouth right now is going to be the strongest weapon that we as airsofters have. Yes, we can use social media using Instagram, Facebook, whatever platforms we like to use to help project this message is, of course, crucial. But, if you really want to go ahead and reach out there, then you really got to start outreaching to other people as well. Maybe people that have nothing to do with airsoft already. You just want to outreach to them, show them what's up, let them know that this amazing hobby exists, and hey, you're there to go ahead and guide them through all the way. All right, RGK, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go right now. I know that it's late for you. I really, really do appreciate. I didn't realize. I forgot that you're on the Eastern Seaboard, so I completely forgot how free. It's like 11 for you, isn't it?
It's 11 o'clock. It's
right.
Perfect. It's fine.
I'll let you go right now, man. Appreciate you jumping on, dude. That was really cool of you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And don't forget, Mayo Gang apparel, guys.
Yes, guys.
You can.
Mayo Gang apparel. We sell plenty of Mayo Gang apparel on the site. If you guys want to go and check it out for yourself, just type in Mayo Gang. You'll be able to find plenty of options as well. You can even type in your favorite host, whether it be Cisco, Boaz. You can type those in, search names into the search bar, and you'll be able to go and find all that. And take a picture and then tag us in it as well. We love going and sharing that content around as well. Show your appreciation for the Mayo Gang. All right, RGK, thank you so much, man. You have yourself a good night.
You too.
All right, take it easy, dog. All right, there we go, guys. Again, such a wonderful character, man. Such a freaking wonderful character to have on the stream. I absolutely love doing it. I love having guests onto the stream. It's always very, very fun. But, guys, you already know what I'm about to say. Guys, every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. So do not miss out. Remember, every $50 is 5. So $50 is going to be 5. $100 is going to be 10. 150, and that is going to be 15 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. Remember, all it takes is one $20 or greater order, and you automatically have a shot at winning $500. It's $500 online. That's a lot of money. $500 is $500, right? So make sure you go ahead and read up on those rules. That way you guys are well informed. But remember, this promotion we got going on right now is only going to last till 9:30. You have an hour and 30 minutes left until we close out. So make sure you place your orders now while you can, especially for a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box. Available right now at Airsoft GI. Limited quantity, and I do mean incredibly limited as well. Link that in the live chat for you as well. Ordering one of these bad boys will automatically get you 15 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. 15 chances of winning $500 all for yourself. And we have plenty, and I do mean plenty of guns that are discounted. Look at this. Look at this. You get a 240. You get a 240 for under $600. Only for the next 3 hours. That is absolutely insane. By the end of the night, this deal's over. It is Jover. So make sure to go ahead and place your orders now while you guys can. Look at this. Freaking awesome. I love 240s, man. I freaking love 240s. But that's not the only one, right? We also got plenty of cool ass stuff on here as well. This one always catches my attention. The SGR-12. This thing is freaking sick, dude. We had one in storefront for a while, and honestly, it was such a pleasure to hold in the hands. It was so freaking cool. And guess what? You can get one discounted right now. TM, Tokyo Marui, right? Everyone freaking loves TM. Everyone loves TM, right? G&G as well as another brand, Classic Army, so much more, right? Look at this. Look at this. HK, 416, GBB, GBBR, discounted right now. Insane. Absolutely freaking insane as well. Again, so many amazing products. You guys can go and search through this yourself, see all the amazing stuff that we got going on right now. It's insane. It's not just airsoft guns either. Accessories, tactical gear, essentials like BBs and green gas, and so much more that you guys can take advantage of. But again, these current batch is ending tonight. Thank you. This current batch is ending tonight, so make sure that you place your orders now while you guys can. You don't want to miss out on these amazing opportunities to save big and win big from Airsoft GI. And of course, you got to get the MGC4. If you don't already, what you doing, right? If you want to dominate the airsoft field and you're trying to do it on a budget too, hey, you know what? These guns way outperform every other gun in their price range. These guns punch well above their weight class, right? And you're getting them for less than $300. I have one. I freaking love mine. And most people that do, like I've already bought theirs that I've talked to, have all said the same thing. This thing freaking slaps and it dominates right from the get-go. You don't have to do anything to this in order to be really competitive. So get yours now while you can. Remember, it's a Q&A live stream, so if you have any airsoft-related questions, feel free to go ahead and ask away. I do not mind. I want to help out as many people as I possibly can. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question, whether that be you're looking for product recommendations for stuff we sell on our site, if you're looking for my opinions on certain things, or maybe you just want to go ahead and ask me some personal questions. You guys are more than welcome to do so. But again, letter Q right in front of your question definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier. And make sure to spread this around. If you haven't already, leave a like on this live stream. Let's see, what's the poll at right now? I saw that earlier. Do you like Isaias? Do you like me? Oh, okay. I got 96%. Thank you, man. Appreciate it to all the 96%. To the other 4 of you, I'm sorry. I'll pretend to be someone else. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. Datfu, since when did EF make? So Elite Force has the license for HK. The OEM and you'll find this out right when it comes to airsoft. There's a lot of different things. There's a difference between, okay, what is it listed as, like the brand, and who actually makes it. That one is going to be OEM'd by VFC. Jason, yeah, there you go. Absolutely love my MGC4 Mark II. Yeah, the MGC4, man, like these are like literally, I'm not joking. These are the guns to get if you want to dominate the air. So look at this. Let's go with the standard black model, right? Standard black Mark II series, right? 280-350. It's insane. It is absolutely insane, right? This thing performs so freaking well, and that's for a good reason because we got to choose the parts that went into this bad boy as well, right? This thing, steel wire cut gear set, right? High torque motor. This thing shoots hella fast. This thing shoots way faster than it has any right to, right? This thing shoots fast, has an excellent trigger response, freaking insane range and accuracy. Or if you want to increase that even more, go with the P plus variation. Get yourself a unicorn type or inner barrel. Put the barrel swap inside, and then you're solid, man. You are going to be shooting laser beams out of this thing, right? I freaking love mine. It's so freaking good, and I didn't even have to upgrade anything. I don't even have the P plus version, and it already shoots like better than most of the guns I currently own. It's absolutely insane. Rob Vega, Nita Isaias silhouette hair patch. What the? Oh, I could see maybe you just do like a side profile or something and you can tell it's me just because of the freaking crazy hair. I could see that. That'd be kind of cool. Joseph Keane, we'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll be doing the bonus raffle tomorrow. Because we literally just did it, so unlocked it, so we'll do that tomorrow then. Joseph, we'll do that tomorrow. Keeps going through. I can't wait to get my mystery box. Super excited, Matthew. Hey, that's what's up, baby. Again, I have a feeling you're gonna be very happy with your mystery box. Very, very happy indeed. Ricky Ponce. Hey, no worries, man. You know what? At the end of the day, at least you are showing your support for Airsoft GI. One, by watching, and two, getting all your Airsoft goodies from us, because that is literally the best way to go ahead and show your support. You want to keep these live streams going. You want to keep this giveaway rocking. You guys got to make sure that you show your support and get your orders in now while you can. Keeps going through. Let's see. Order for job course in Western New York, and twice a month we take students to play Airsoft. Yo, and some kids get triggered because the other players use them as target practice. Aw, that freaking sucks, dude. But you know what? Hey, that's cool that you guys can actually take students to actually go and play Airsoft, though. That's really cool. I wish my school had that. You know what's crazy? There's a middle school literally down my street. I walk by there every day to take my dog, right? Whenever I take her for a walk. There is, in that middle school, they have a video game club where they actually, like, compete in, like, tournaments and shit. And I'm like, what the frick? Where was this when I was in school? We didn't even have this in high school. I would have loved that. Honestly, I would have I think I remember even for a while when I finally made, like, because I never had a whole lot of friends growing up in general, right? So high school is when I started, like, oh, I'm starting to be more social. I'm starting to get more friends and everything, right? Because I met through Airsoft, right? It was literally because of, like, I met a few people that had played Airsoft on my swim team, and then I was like, oh, we just went from there. I started meeting more and more people who happen to know a guy who knows a guy who plays Airsoft, right? I thought for a while, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we had an Airsoft club? But I think the idea I think someone brought it up to a teacher, and a teacher was just like, no, I don't think that's appropriate. And it was like, okay, so the idea just was completely shot down. But that would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome if we can get, like, an Airsoft club started in, like, a school or something. That'd be insane. That would absolutely insane. DJ, comb your damn hair. I said, no. Well, to be fair, DJ, I also did try to, but my hair actually said no. I actually put gel on, and it didn't matter. My hair literally wants to go in one direction. I can't fight it. It does what it wants to do, man. It does what it wants to do. Let's see here. Alex Hutchwajda, I'm a little scared that my rental gun won't shoot well, and my first impressions will be bad. Is that common for rental guns? Here's the great thing about rentals, Alex Hutchwajda. That is a valid concern, 100%. That is a valid concern. However, what's great about rental guns and just doing a rental in general is that if you are experiencing any sort of issues with your rental, Alex, you are more than welcome to, as a customer, right, to go up to wherever it is, the actual rental stand, right, whatever cashier that rung you out for it. And let them know, hey, this rental's giving me a hard time. I can't really seem to get this gun to work. Is it okay if I can swap out for another one, or can you fix this one? They'll do it right on the spot. They will. It's not like you're stuck with that one for the entire day. You know what I mean? Odds are, more than likely, they have spares ready to go. So it's like, all right, cool. This one's giving you problems. All right, here, take this one instead, right? Or they can go ahead and just troubleshoot it for you right then and there and get it up and running, right? That's usually like the standard SOP for, like, most fields, at least that I've been to. Most fields that I've been to will usually do that. I don't think there would be any sort of issue with you saying, like, hey, this one's kind of giving me a problem. Can I swap out for a different one, right? Absolutely not. There shouldn't be any sort of issue with that whatsoever. If you do end up getting, like, an issue with the Airsoft, hey, you know what? It happens. I think, honestly, like, again, that's what I would strongly recommend for anyone that does encounter someone like that on the field. That is a really cool opportunity for you guys to show off how good the Airsoft community can be itself, right? It's a great opportunity for you to show just how wholesome the community can be. If any of you guys have any spares, right, that you guys bring onto the field just in case, that's a great time to go ahead and loan it out. Obviously, that's up to the individual. We can't force you guys to go ahead and do that. I know I do that whenever I see someone that's like having issues with their guns. I don't mind at all letting them borrow my stuff. That's why I bring like 3 or 4 guns every time I go out and play. I have no problem, no qualm whatsoever about letting people borrow my personal stuff because, hey, that's going to help keep them in the game for a lot longer, right? It's going to help keep them in the game for a lot longer. But, Alex Wajda, once you are ready to get into, getting your own airsoft gun for sure, I would highly recommend you go ahead and check out our site because we got the best deals around, baby. We got absolutely the best deals in town. No competition. No competition. Keeps going through. And that's the one thing too when it comes to our sale items that I want to mention too. I know I've seen like a lot of other places whenever they discount stuff, it's usually going to be like they're either in-house brands or it's going to be just like a lot of the cheap stuff that hasn't been moving at all. Our Arcturus guns, like Arcturus, Tokyo Marui, like all like new stuff, like new stuff as well, right? Elite Force, like official licensed HK stuff, like all those are all good shit, man. This is all really good freaking shit that's like discounted right now. So I'm just saying, we ain't lying when we say these deals are freaking fantastic, right? And again, not lasting forever. Gonna recommend you place your order now while you guys can. And since it's a perfect opportunity, it's stream time. That's the benefit of watching these live streams. You're the only ones that know about this exclusive promotion going on right now. You're the only ones that know about it, right? Because every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries. See here, make sure you're missing anything. I did a backflip and sat down. What are you talking about? I keep going through. I'm in shape. Round is definitely a shape. I mean, that is a shape, man. That is a shape. I hide at spawn only because I can run. Bro, you can run, man. I know you can. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's all in your mind, man. It's all a mental game. Let's see. DJ, DJ, thank you, brother. That means a lot to me, dude. That actually freaking loves. YouTube is just the you and back. I don't understand. I'm not too sure what that's supposed to reference to. Nope, can't spell as usual. Oh, okay. I was like, I couldn't understand that at all. But no, yeah, it is frustrating. And I think that is definitely one thing that has been keeping Airsoft from becoming mainstream. There is a definite, it does seem like a definite anti-gun legislation that is going on right now. And again, it sucks that it has to get political to an extent, right? It definitely sucks that it has to get political like that. But it definitely seems like that is going to be the main reason, right? Why, we are seeing, less and less airsoft stuff being shared across, or less and less airsoft stuff being viral in general, right? Because the only stuff that really seems to get super viral, nowadays, bear in mind, it's a loose term, viral anyway, right? What even is that anymore? The only thing that really seems to get, really blow up like that are going to be really toxic videos, right, that are put out for entertainment's sake. And it does the community a huge disservice, right? So it really is kind of a balancing act between getting stuff that's going to get the views, going to be able to go ahead and get reshared, right? Because again, that's something that we will refuse to do. We do not want to post content out there that is going to be viewed in a negative light in terms of how the airsoft community can be viewed, right? We do not want to post out content that's going to be really degrading to the airsoft community itself, that's going to make us seem like assholes at the end of the day. That would suck, right? That would absolutely suck, because good luck getting new people into that, right? And then if there's anyone that does get into it, I'd be concerned as to what type of people are now interested in playing airsoft if all their exposure to it is, oh yeah, I get to go get this gun and I get to shoot people, right, and really hurt people. That's not what it's about. We're not about trying to cause pain for another person. This is just a fun hobby, maybe even kind of a competitive sport that a lot of us like to do, but we all have love for it. Why would we want to do anything that's going to tarnish its reputation, that's going to tarnish its name, that's going to tarnish its integration, right? I would never want to do anything like that, right? I hope that everyone in this community can do the exact same and make sure that, again, that's why we always happen asking for guys to share stuff around that we post out, right? Because we want this stuff to get more popular than any of that toxic crap, cheater videos, airsoft fights. Dude, it's so annoying that is the thing that gets views. It's so ridiculous, because again, we put so much work into trying to put all this good info out, all this good content out that's again gonna be as true as we possibly can find, gets all the information that we have available to us. That way you guys are in the know as well when it comes to product reviews, advice that we give to newer players, tips and tricks on how to fix certain issues or troubleshoot issues with your airsoft guns. And then some guy gets into a fist fight with a minor, and all of a sudden it blows up, and it's oh, cool, awesome, great, that's exactly what we need. Drexen, yo, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Same thing with you, Prime Tech Customs. Let's see here. Whiskey. IG is so bad they're blocking my account from being viewed just because of account name. Really? I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't realize it was because of the name. You know what's funny? Whiskey, I was actually looking for your IG the other day, and I was like, why is it not showing up? I keep typing in whiskey sour and it's not there. That makes sense now. That totally makes sense. Black Ops Air, so answer that one. Good TED Talk, dude. Hell yeah, the TED Talks, dude. A freaking hell yeah. Just drop an absolute bomb of like a bombshell, right? And just be like, welcome to my TED Talk. I know I can't get out and play as much as I'd like to, so I turned to tinkering and just dropping by my local shop or Discord just to talk shop with other players and text. Yeah, Fish Stickum, that's a great way to still, be in the know as to what's going on, right? Again, highly recommend if you haven't already, guys, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and our Discord server. It's especially the Discord server. I love that place. It's an awesome place to be. Highly recommend that everyone check it out. Right, we have a ton of awesome members of that community, and I'm very proud to say that we have one of the best communities, if not the best community in the airsoft scene, right? It's very, very cool to see. But yeah, no, that's definitely a great way to get information if you're a newer player, right? If I got any new guys that are sitting and listening right now, that is a great place to go if you're looking for advice on what sort of airsoft guns you should be looking for, what to look out for, how to fix X, Y, and Z. Very, very cool. We got a lot of cool guys on there as well. Oh, man. Throat is not 100%. Again, we're getting there. We are indeed recovering. Show respect and encouragement to new players when playing. That's what I'm saying, Rusty. 100%. Because again, like you give that new player a bad experience, what the fuck? They're not gonna want to play ever. Like ever. I know I wouldn't. The only reason that I'm still playing right now is because I have a genuine love for the hobby. I have a genuine love for the sport, right? So even though I've had plenty of like terrible experiences with other players, I'm not gonna name the field where I was at, but if you're local to the SoCal area, I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out, right? Where I've tried to talk to other players, or I've tried to like ask them like questions, right? And I've been laughed at. Like dead ass, I have been laughed at. Like finger pointing at me and everything, right? I was called names and everything. I was this kid, right, just trying to get some information, and I was getting laughed at because my guns weren't as like good, right? I was rocking like whatever cheap stuff I could afford at the time, where my gear was kind of like just kind of put together. It was just something that I had, right? Or like the clothes that I had just weren't like I wasn't rocking like the current like camo that was hot at the time, right? I wasn't rocking multicam, or I wasn't rocking, this plate carrier, right? I was like, yeah, I couldn't afford it at the time, right? I got what I could afford and what was available to me, realistically, right? And same thing with my guns. Same thing with my guns as well, right? And instead, I got completely laughed at a few times, several times actually, and it sucked, man. It absolutely sucked. And I at that point, I had considered, maybe this is all like that, but I thought no, I stuck with it because I was like, there's no way it's all like this, right? There's no possible way. And thank God, the majority of the airsoft experiences that I've had have all been very positive. But man, there are some real big assholes out there on the field that are really doing a harm and are a detriment to the community itself, right? They're the reasons, again, that it's not spreading out, because they're not doing anything to help get newer players into it. That's for sure, right? And that's why I appreciate every single one of you that, again, shares the live stream around to as many people as possible, let people know about the deals we got going on, sharing links or even screenshots of like all the deals we got going on GF. You spread that out to your social media, dude, that does wonders. That legitimately does wonders for us, right? Because that's the actual word of mouth that we're looking for. And remember, guys, again, promotion right next to me. Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So make sure that you get those orders in now while you guys can. Don't let the opportunities go to waste, right? This last couple times, we've had beginners and first-time players take home the glory. We've had them take home the winnings for the shopping spree. The winnings are real, guys. The winnings are 100% real. Just like the previous winner, Noel Tagaha. Right, he actually came in the store again and was able to take home some more goodies for himself, right? He won the $1,100 prize pot going on that we had last week, right? So again, you guys can absolutely be the next big winner, but you got to place your orders now while you guys can and take advantage of every opportunity that you are given and not let them go to waste. Okay, keeps going up. Good time to start anything right now at a field store, hell, shooting range, or repair shop. Yeah, no, I mean, there's no time like the present, man. There's no time like the present. Stuck in 2020, it's now 2024, and ever since stores stocked product, can't keep the good ones stocked. The numbers show Airsoft is very much alive and breathing. Yeah, man. Like, again, we sometimes do, like, especially like the hot seller items or like, hot ticket items, like we try to stock up as much as possible, but even then, we're subject to the same thing. Like sometimes there's just a lot of people that get into it and that know, okay, whether it be, certain lengths of inner barrels, right? Those sell out super quick. Certain models of pistols or something, those can sell out very, very quick. Let's see. Rusty is asking a question. What ETU is in the BO Diamondback? It's its own proprietary ETU. It's its own proprietary ETU. It's not in the proprietary. It's its own in-house design. It's its own in-house design. It's very similar to a lot of other ETUs out there. It's very basic, but it does offer some pretty cool features as well, such as programmability with the fire modes, which is really cool to see. Very, very cool to see. I'm glad to see that we are seeing more and more ETUs, or the ETUs in general, being pre-installed as kind of like just a standard now for a lot of like more affordable options. I think that's the best way to go. That is 100% the best way to go. I actually really like it even too when companies re-release stuff with like updated internals. Honestly, like especially this one, I'm gonna pull it up because this is freaking fantastic, right? LCT with the Aster. We've been seeing more and more options from LCT coming out, right? That actually have again the same build quality that you know and love from LCT, right? Right, look at this, the Sam Steel RPK, right? The classic, right? A classic. I love this thing, right? This, again, they already make the RPK out there, but with the Gate Aster pre-installed, more than likely a new motor, some updated internals as well, this thing shoots pretty damn good, man. Like really, really healthy rate of fire, you know? So I'm very happy to see that LCT is starting to get with the times and starting to increase the value of what they're getting. Because before, you know, it's also kind of funny if you think about it, because LCT, and this is a point that Boaz and I actually started filming a video talking about the new LCTs in general, right? Kind of just a basic overview. And we were noticing that, you know, LCT still makes the other version of the same gun, but, you know, it seems like the inclusion of the Gate Aster and, like, other internals didn't really seem to jack up the price, if at all, honestly. You know, in fact, dare I say, there is actually models more expensive than this that don't have the Gate Aster or pre-installed internals and are more expensive still. So it's very, very cool to see. Like, again, it kind of threw us for a loop when we first saw these. But yeah, man, these things are freaking sick. I absolutely love these. I think, although my current favorite, other than that RPK, is this one, the RPK 16. That one is probably one of my favorites. And again, it's one of the prizes you can get in the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box. I'm just saying, right? 179. You can win this gun, right? You can win this gun, this $539 gun for $179. Insane. And you get 15 chances, of course, of winning $500. Right? I'm just telling you, you guys gotta hop on this now. Why can't? Keeps going through. They're closing fields left and right in the Bay Area, Joe Gunn. I haven't really seen that here in SoCal. Granted, you know, I know SoCal for a long time has been like, you know, considered a hotspot for sure for Airsoft. But I haven't heard much in terms of the Bay Area. I'd have to take a look at that as well and see exactly what might be going on there as well. Yeah, I think that makes sense, DJ. Everyone that thinks airsoft design is still stuck in the pandemic stage of thoughts. No, I get that, but even then, outdoor airsoft, I think for a while was still going on. You know what I mean? Like they were still doing outdoor, because that definitely is a cool hobby to do, and that definitely is an outdoor activity that, yeah, you know, there is a little bit of social distancing. You know what I mean? So, oh man, social distancing. I haven't used that phrase in a long time, dude. That took me back. Holy crap! Now I'm getting flashbacks of going to the grocery store and not being able to find any meat because it all freaking sold out. Let's see, it keeps going through. Make sure I miss anything. I was job hunting all day, gave me a damn headache, so now I'm having a beer and chilling with y'all. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. About to start some more editing. Good to see you, Dark King. Always with that content grind. Keeps going through. Hashtag mainstream airsoft. Yes, Javante King. That'd be cool. Again, I would love to see it actually become like a normal thing, right? Like just. My goal is to get to a point where I say, like, you know, oh, when people ask me, what do you do for fun, right? What do you like to do for a hobby, or do you have any hobbies? And I tell them I do airsoft, then they're going to be like, oh, cool, right? And they're like, oh, I do too. Or like, oh, yeah, I know someone that does that too, right? That'd be absolutely sick if we get to that point where it's so normalized, you know what I mean? It just becomes like an everyday thing. All right, keeps going through. Make sure you're not missing anything. Let's see. Airsoft here in our city is getting more strict. 31 players got arrested for nothing. Gigs, what the heck? Dude, I have not heard about that. I need to look into this right now. If anything, Gigs, DM me more with more info about that. Were they just like playing out in the open or something? Well, I don't know, man. That's crazy, dude. I gotta find out more about that as well. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. One second. Let's see. There you go. Oh man, my throat is not feeling good right now. But we'll power through. We will power through. Order that premium bigger wins YouTube mystery box. I want that boss. I want that boss, man. MG4. Oh yeah, the boss. That'd be cool, man. That might be happening. It could happen. It's not guaranteed. It's not a guarantee. But I can see what I can do, Joseph Keen. I can see what I can do for you. Let's see. Make sure to miss anything. Make sure to miss anything. Did my order count last night for the stream promo? If so, how many I get for 1300? Last night we didn't run a live stream last night. We ran a stream yesterday from 4 to 5. Just kidding. If you place the order 1300, yeah, you should be getting extra entries. Only if you place it within that time frame, though. Only if you placed it within that time frame, though, if I'm not mistaken. Keeps going through. Make sure you miss anything. Airsmithing the LM4D, but here to listen, Casper. Ooh, working on the LM4D. Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to get like an update my LM4 to an LM4D, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I want to do it. Like, if it's really worth. I think it's cool. Because I've gotten some range time with the LM4D, and I definitely think KWA gas blowbacks in general are always solid. You know, you don't really have to touch them too much in order for them to perform the way you want to. But I don't know. Like, part of me is always kind of tempted to just like, just do it. Just do it. Okay, see, Reverend Airsoft still waiting on Cisco to come to Hawaii and join us in BB Wars. Reverend Airsoft, dude, BB Wars in Hawaii. Now that would be phenomenal. That would be amazing. I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to freaking do a Milsims game, or even just regular casual walk-on. What am I talking about? Even just regular casual like walk-on games. I would love to do that in Hawaii. I would very much love to do that in Hawaii as well. Let's see here. Make sure to miss anything. Ken Johnson, let's see. Yes, we are indeed. What I would recommend is to DM us as well. You should have gotten a message back if you emailed, but yeah, go ahead and DM us Instagram, Facebook, or Discord server. We can totally try to go ahead and DM you and help you out, man. We totally 100% want to go and help you out. Just going through, make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, yeah, scroll through. Go to the most recent comments and questions. Actually, yeah, that's true. Boaz and I'll talk more about that. Yeah, Boaz and I actually started like filming. We did a table talk today, talking about the new LCTs with the Gate Asters, and that's again, like I said before, that's something I'm really glad that they're redoing, and I hope other manufacturers kind of take note of this as well, because you really got to consider like the LCT could have very easily charged more for their products. You know what I mean, that they're re-releasing, right? Like this RBK16, I could totally see this being like $600. I can easily see this being six something, honestly, like $100 at minimum more, right? Just because other manufacturers have done the same thing, other companies, other brands have done similar things, where they just again updated it, but they like charged a ridiculous amount of their stuff, or they do the opposite, where they keep the same model, don't change anything about it, and then continue to charge more and more every single like year. It's crazy, right? And I'm not gonna say names, but you know who you are. Right, but I'm glad that LCT is taking the right step, right? Because again, LCT has been known; they're freaking legendary in the Milsim scene, man. You go to any Milsim West event, it's E&Ls and LCTs. Those are like the two most common that I would notice in terms of like any sort of militia or Rust 4 elements. They would usually be rocking either an E&L or an LCT gun, and a lot of times they would keep them stock because they just work very, very well. Maybe a few upgrades here and there, like just some basic stuff, like your inner barrel setup, maybe a different motor. Right, if they really wanted to, but that's like about it. They wouldn't really do too much else to them because the version 3 gearbox that they have out the box is already pretty damn solid, man. They already work very well. If you leave them alone, don't touch them, they are phenomenal, right? But I'm glad that they are starting to get into the 21st century because again, they've been kind of resting on their loins more or less, you know what I mean? Just kind of keeping their guns mostly the same, keeping the same prices, and not really innovating too much. I'll be honest, I think seeing brands like Octurus come out of the woodwork, right, with like their phenomenally shimmed gearboxes, offering a lot of value right from the box. I think that definitely kind of, I'll be honest, I can see them kind of lighting the fire under their asses, being like, shit, we really got to like innovate right now, right? So they're offering competitive options as well. They are offering more competitive options to that, and I'm very glad to see it. I'm all here for it, man. I'm all here for it. If this is going to help keep more brands, on their toes and offer things that we really want to see and keep the value there as a consumer, that's nothing but good stuff, man. That is nothing but good stuff as well for us, right? Let's see here. Yo, y'all see the Milsim events in Puerto Rico? I saw a little bit of gameplay. Dude, that would have been so sweet. That would have been so cool. I would have loved to go to Puerto Rico. I would love to go to Puerto Rico and play some Airsoft. Honestly, there was one event that I really regret not going to. It was a Milsim West event that happened years ago. I think 2017 or 2018. Might have been 2018. But there was a Mexico event that Milsim West hosted that was I believe it was in Guadalajara. Yeah, I think it was in Guadalajara. that they hosted it there. And I remember seeing just like old footage of it, like just looking through it, right? Some content creators posting their like gameplay of it, and I'm like, oh, this would have been awesome. I would have loved to have like done something like that. And I remember even like asking some of my coworkers at the time, like, oh, should I do it? Should I do it? They're not with the company now, but I remember them telling me specifically, like, no, man, no, it's so dangerous. They're gonna cartel's gonna kidnap you and everything. I'm like, what the heck? No, they're not. I got nothing to do with them, right? I'm just there to play some airsoft. And besides, the whole thing was chaperoned as well. The whole thing was like pretty chaperoned. So it was very much like, okay, we're not in anyone's way. We're just doing this little game, right? And it went off without a hitch. As far as I can tell, that event went off without a hitch, and I would have loved to have participated in something like that. Who doing that Vietnam event at SCville? That sounded really cool too, Casper. Shout out to KWA Tactical League for hosting like these really cool themed events. I think you can tell they definitely put a lot of work into doing these events and trying to make it interesting and try to do something different. I really love to see that. I love when organizers try to do something different instead of just your standard here's your force on force event. There, go have at it. It's like, all right, cool, man, cool, freaking awesome. Is this the 100th time we've done this? Yeah, 100, 200, I don't know. Lost count, right? I love to see something different going on, and the fact that they're actually introducing a theme is very, very cool. I really wish I could have gone that one. I really wish I could have done that one as well. Eric C. The only fields we have are outdoor in my area. No, I mean, if you were hoping to do more indoor stuff, I mean, that's something you can always talk to the field itself as well, right? If you get enough people, you can be like, hey, is there any way that you can expand and maybe have like more of a like a CQB or like an indoor arena, potentially maybe like a more CQB oriented style section or like field on the map itself? That's what actually a lot of fields around here do. They'll have like different sections that are sectioned off and everything. My personal favorite field, Wildlands, they have a whole like little tiny like speedball field, like it's called tires, right? It's literally just one random ass like little rectangle, a bunch of stacks of tires everywhere, right? And it's just one side to the other, and that's it, right? That's all you got to do, right? So it's very fun. It's a very, very fun. That's usually like a good warm-up round for us, but some guys really, really like that. And I get it. It's cool, right? It's absolutely cool. Let's see here. Make sure you miss anything. Do you know how to reset it? Low, I got stuck in 4-round bursts, and their website is in French. I would say look up the manual first, because it's gonna be hard for me to go ahead and explain it over here. I believe theirs is actually you can connect via Bluetooth, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, there should be connecting via Bluetooth as well, which is actually pretty damn cool, which is very interesting to see. You might be able to connect via Bluetooth and be able to go ahead and I think you would need the app though in order to go to program it though. So keep an eye out for that app. Let's see. Alex, watch. This is one of the channels that made me really want to go play Airsoft. I can't wait for my first game. Alex, dude, that's freaking sick, dude. I'm glad to see that we were like part of the reason that we were able to get you inspired enough to play. That's cool, man. That's good to hear. Like I really hope that this stream can do its part in encouraging the next generation of airsofters to get out into the field and actually start playing. I would really, really want that to be a part of that. That feels like amazing to know that. Like, hey, because of me, I've been able to get more people into this amazing hobby, being able to go in and bring smiles on their faces and have them something to look forward to. That's really cool. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, really, at the end of the day. Joseph Key, this week's mine. I dropped hella money on gift cards. Dude, you're in it to win it, man. You're in it. Guys, you can be in it to win it too. You can be just like Joseph. You can just be just like him and stack up your entries and stack up your potential of winning this week's shopping spree giveaway. And again, it's $500 that are on the line. All you have to do to participate is place a $20 or greater order through Airsoft GI, whether online or in store. The last winner actually placed an in-store order, and that ended up winning him the giveaway. So just saying, in-store orders, very much valid as well, right? All you got to do is place a $20 or greater order, and you guys are in. That's it. However, only during the duration of these streams, right? And it's going to be ending in less than an hour. You got 57 minutes left of this live stream. At the end of the stream, these promotions are going to be going away, so make sure that you take advantage now while you guys can. Get those orders in, man. Get those orders in. Very few people have been taking advantage of it. Entries are low, which means that your odds of winning are that much higher. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so make sure to shoot your shot now, because you never know. You can absolutely be the next big winner of the shopping spree giveaway. Let's see here. Noah Bet, how about an order placed 2 days ago? If you placed an order 2 days ago, yeah, you are entered into this week's shopping spree. Again, guys, with the shopping spree giveaway, the entry start, it's the same, because we've been doing it for 2 years. It's the same start point and end period, right? Oh, excuse me. It's going to be Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is the cutoff to be entered into that shopping spree giveaway. Once 8:30 hits on that Thursday, right? It'll wait another week, same time and everything. Thursday, 8:30 p.m. 6 p.m. That orders placed within that week time frame. Those are the orders that are entered. So if you place an order 2 days ago, yeah, 100% you are going to be entered into this week's $500 shopping spree giveaway. Let's see here. Exactly the reason why I shop at AirSofting instead of the shop that's close to my house. They treat you right and actually want to help. Yes, that's 100% why we do it. Again, like that's the biggest thing, because I've also been and had that experience as well, where I've been to other shops. I'm not going to say their name. I don't want to shit talk, but I have been to other places where I was literally treated like a number. I was laughed at. I was made fun of. I've had like some of the, honestly, it's kind of crazy when I look back. I've had some of the worst experiences at some other places, man. Like I've had some of the worst experiences at some other places. Now, granted, at those same places, I've also had decent experiences, but I've just had like a shockingly high number of bad experiences when it comes to like, and this is before working at GI. This is just me as a regular like kid just going to places, right? I've always had like really good experiences from places like Airsoft GI and Airsoft GI themselves. Before I was even an employee, I've had really good experiences, nothing but the best. And I wanted to go in and keep that going, man. I wanted to keep that going, and I genuinely do have a want and a desire to help out everyone as much as I possibly can, right? I never claimed to be an expert. That's the thing. I never claimed to be an expert in any one particular field in Airsoft, but I have been playing for 14 years. I definitely know a thing or two, and I do try to help out as much as I possibly can. Keeps going through. Make sure to miss anything. Eric, see, with the mystery box, it's better to expect the base price. Low expectations saves you from paying. I mean, here's the thing: with all the mystery boxes, even the base guns that we put out, especially if it's a preset prizeless mystery box like this 2024 Platinum Hot releases, right? With something like this, even the lowest costing prize is going to be equal to what it is that you pay for. So you're never going to feel like, oh man, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I spent too much, or like, I got, taken advantage of. You will never get that feeling, right? If you do, you got to really look at this thing like objectively, man, because this thing is like, we make sure that the value is there, right? We make sure 100% that the value is indeed there. No questions about it, right? But even then, it makes the feeling of like, if you do end up winning something, a little bit more, say Gucci, if you will, it does make that feeling even better, because it's like, oh, I got this $300, $400, $700 something airsoft gun, and I only spent $179, right? The value is there 100%, so it's always worth it at the end of the day. All right, keeps going through. Make sure to miss anything. Make sure to see. I got a real dub with the new mystery box. I got the. Hey, baby! That's what's up, baby! Darwin's Arbiter, yeah! Got the TR80 DMR, hell yeah! Dude, that TR80 is no freaking joke, dude. That TR80 is insane. It's one of the most insane airsoft guns out there, man. Like, it's crazy. I love the fact that it uses like standard SR25 magazines, but it has a laser sensor inside, so that way it has that like automatic like cutoff feature. It's not like the mechanical cutoff. Like, this is all electric, right? Because it senses when, okay, there's no magazine in here. Okay, it's done. Like, it's crazy. These guns are really, really well built, man. And for $415, honestly, even at that high price point, I know I give G&G some shit sometimes for being a little too expensive. This is worth it. This is 100% worth it, especially if you want a very lightweight, but very, very practical and competitive DMR out there. We actually were talking to some the guys at G&G, Cisco, and they were saying like, yeah, like they own their own personal TR-80s, and the only thing that they ever did, just because they felt like, they wanted to just push the limit even more, was just like R-hop barrel, right? Different barrel setup, and that's it. Now, granted, from what I remember, the hop-up chamber itself, the hop-up unit, is proprietary, so you can't swap that out. However, it works very, very well, and the only thing you would need to do is, and it takes standard AEG barrels and bucking, so there you go. That's literally all you would have to do, right? If anything, if you want this to be like a true nightmare of a DMR. But even then, this thing is good, man. This thing is really, really freaking good. Right? Awesome, awesome gun. I'm very happy you got that, dude. I'm very happy you got that. That's freaking sick, dude. What a freaking lucky pull. Ooh, that's a good one. Zooted Koala, LCT PP, or the Arcturus PP. Ooh, which PP is best? Ooh, this is a good one. This one's a good one. Between the two, it depends on what you want to spend. It depends on what you're looking for. I think the more practical option for me would have to be the LCT. I'll be honest. I prefer the LCT. Not saying the Arcturus is bad. Hell no. The Arcturus is phenomenal. But goddamn is it expensive. Man. The LPPK 20. It sounds like a Spanish name. LPPK. The LPPK 20 is awesome, and it is going to have and this is what LCT is known for, right? They are known for their build quality. Their build quality is phenomenal. It's insane, right? It's super freaking solid, and it's no secret that, again, a lot of the stuff that comes, or the same factories that LCT works in are the same factories that real AKs come from. So it makes sense why they would feel phenomenal, right? Why they're awesome like that. They're 1-to-1. They're perfect. Why they're so popular and so prolific in the milsim scene, right? It just makes sense. Arcturus is phenomenal as well. They are, have amazing internal build quality, especially with their shim job. I think that the Arcturus ones are a little bit pricey. They can be a little bit pricier, but they are worth it for those. But they also have some features that are like, okay, but would you realistically need that, right? Like if we're looking at the Arcturus PE models, right? If we're looking at the Arcturus PE models, I'll take a look at that as well. Arcturus PE, right? PP20, 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 PP20. There you go, right? Yeah, so around the same price for this one. And this one actually is discounted, so that one's actually going for a hell of a steal as well. So I personally like the external quality more on the LCT. I will give Arcturus one thing that it actually has over externally compared to the LCT. The Arcturus actually, most of their dust covers, if I'm not mistaken, including this one, are on a hinge. They're actually not just standard, like, separating dust covers. Like, it's actually on a hinge, if I remember correctly. And I think that one applies to the PP20 as well. If that's the case, because I'm like 75-80% sure of that. But if that's the case, then yeah, that's like super convenient. I love it whenever they actually are on a hinge and I don't have to worry about taking a body pin off, to go ahead and have to realign it and just put it back in. It's kind of annoying when I have to do it. It's not the worst in the world, obviously, but it is kind of a pain, so I like it when it's on a hinge. And Arcturus actually makes a pretty good sized cavity for their like 11-1 LiPo stick batteries. It's a pretty decent size cavity that you get, so you can easily put in the battery and you can take it out without having to pull or like shove in inside. It's very convenient. It's very convenient. However, I will say the one thing I wasn't the biggest fan of with these Arcturus ones was the furniture itself, especially with the stocks. Some of the stocks, in my personal opinion, again, I've only seen it happen a couple times, but in my personal opinion, I think the external build quality on the stock is not as good. It doesn't feel as solid as the LCTs. Now, granted, you are paying, that little bit of a difference, not by much, but still it is there. So it really is up to you. I think the gate aster inclusion in the LCTs is a solid pick for sure, because most people won't even use any of the other programming options available in the Arcturus models. Is there really a need for 13-to-1s if you can ever do full auto? For me, I don't think so, but it is cool that they include it. Again, it just depends on what you like more. If you want something that's going to feel a little more solid in the hands, for me, I would say go for the LCT. But if you want a few more features internally, I would say go for the PPK20. Right? It's entirely up to you. It's a very, very subjective question. Honestly, if someone gifted me either or, I wouldn't complain. I would be very happy to receive any of them. Datfu, how's it? Not finished quite yet. Datfu. Love the mystery boxes just to bring new guns to people to try out on the field. Yeah, man, that's another cool thing too. Just show off, be like, hey, look what I got in this mystery box, right? And you never know. You really could be like winning something phenomenal in there. And if not, if you win one of the base model, and I hate using that term because all the prizes in here are bangers, but even if you win one of the base guns, right? It's like, hey, cool, you still got this at either at a deal or at the exact same value, so you didn't lose anything. It was never a loss, All right, keep scrolling through, make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, Mobile Fresh 90, absolutely. Mob and Fresh 90. I always bring at least one primary backup. Absolutely, man. You always got to bring a backup because at the end of the day, no matter how good your airsoft gun might be, there's always that small chance that something happens. Just the worst of luck strikes at the worst moment. Or just bad luck time, and just timing. It just unfortunately happens. I've had that happen to me plenty of times where I thought I was indestructible with something and then like something bad happened, right? Always be prepared for that. Always have a spare battery. Always have spare magazines. Always bring extra BBs. And always bring a backup gun just in case. Guys, we are coming to the close of the giveaway, of the live stream itself. So make sure you place your orders now while you guys can. 9:30 is when we're going to be ending this bad boy. 9:30 is when this stream is going to end, and the promotion right next to me is going to come to a close. So every $50 you spend right now during this time frame, every $50 you spend gets you 5. So make sure to go ahead and stack up all those items, whether you're getting multiple things, getting that one airsoft gun you've been eyeing, especially if it's something that's on a deal like a discounted item. Get it now while you guys can so you can maximize your potential of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Don't miss out. Entries have been low, which means you guys can be the next big winner. So for all my newer players out there that are just watching right now, just tuning in, first of all, always appreciate your viewership. Every single one of you. Always appreciate that. Especially if you've made sure to leave a like on this live stream. Of course. But you guys can absolutely be the next big winner of the shopping spree. But you're not going to be able to win unless you play. So make sure you place those orders now while you guys can. Let's see here. Make sure you miss anything. Let's see. Eric had a group before rental with games on it. They played like a team and actually talked to each other. Rental or not, how you play matters more. No, 100%. I've been smoked by a rental before. Are you kidding me? I've been smoked by a rental before. Like, it's no joke, right? By absolute beginner player. Just got, he got the upper hand on me. Like, it just happens. It 100% happens, right? It doesn't matter what gun you end up having at the end of the day. Now, granted, the guns can definitely help and definitely can be a contributing factor. But at the end of the day, if you're good, you're going to be good regardless. You know what I mean? You're going to be good regardless. And I will always believe that a well-coordinated team will always have the advantage over a group of really skilled players. Because if they're not communicating and working with each other, it doesn't matter. You mean a well-coordinated team will always have the upper hand, in my opinion. Do you know if the Double Eagle P19 version 3 gearbox... Do I know if the... What was the question, Moises? Does it have a version 3 gearbox? I mean, I would assume so. Haven't had experience with the Double Eagle one, though. Haven't had experience with that one yet. Haven't been able to participate in chat, but I love the conversations thus far. By far, one of the best lives in a while. Hey, Casper, always appreciate it, man. Always appreciated that. I always like hearing that. Again, always try to make these entertaining as possible. Obviously, we got to let you know about what's going on, right, when it comes to, like, sales and all the newest happenings. But I definitely like it when we're able to go out and get more feedback in terms of, like, what we can do to make these more interesting, and also what we can do to get more, especially newer people involved as well. Love every single one of you, all the returning viewers out there as well. You guys are, again, like, make this so much more fun for me. But you know what? We got to do what we got to do in order to get more newer players involved and keep the community alive and thriving. Let's see here. Make sure you miss anything. When are the Octurus FEs showing up, Rusty? That is a very, very good question. The exact ETA isn't known at this time. However, FEs, I believe they're slated to release within the next couple of months, honestly, Rusty. They should be slated to release in the next couple of months, if I'm not mistaken. Once we actually get, like, a legit confirmation, then, yeah, we'll putting them up and everything. Anthony Bursaman, what attachment would you add to the MGC4 Mark II? Ooh, that's a great question. MGC4 Mark II discounted. This is counted. Stupid joke. Anyway, I'm gonna link that in the live chat as well for you guys who want to take a look as well. Because again, they're all discounted right now. But as far as accessories, I mean, again, when it comes to accessories, it's all subjective, right? Depends on your environment, your play style, what gun it's gonna be going on to exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it really depends. Now, for something like this, honestly, I think like the 3 accessories you can, and we're talking purely accessories like attachments, that you can do and they can never go wrong with is always going to be an optic, some type of foregrip, and a sling, right? That's like the golden 3, I would say, right? It's going to be optic, some form of like vertical grip, a hand stop, some foregrip of some kind. Doesn't really matter what design, whatever one looks cool to you and is comfortable. That's going to be the one I recommend. Optic, it's going to depend on your playstyle. Some players would even say not even go with an optic because they won't use it. To each their own. For me, I think if you want something that's just like all around, go with like a T1, T2 style red green dot sight. I think that works very, very well for most players. That's honestly going to fill all their needs. But you can go with something that's going to offer a little more magnification too, if that's your style. That's what I like. And this guy definitely has the range to work with that as well. But again, it's a very, very individual preference thing. Thankfully, we have plenty of accessories that are discounted as well. Literally just go accessories, red, green nut sights, and you can see the entire list from there if you'd like. See what we have available right now. Because there are plenty of options, right? This one, oh, excuse me. Let's see, make sure to say. Sean Pereira, hi Isaias, just picked up a Jagarms SP Scattergun. Nice. Looking for a new kind of play style and am super excited for it to arrive. Any tips for using a gas shotgun or any kind of need to know advice? Ooh, Sean Pereira, that's a great question. The best thing that you can do, Sean, especially with a shotgun, here's the thing. With a shotgun, especially like any sort of gas shotgun or tri-shot, right, anything like that, you definitely won't have the advantage when it comes to range and accuracy. It just is, right? You're not going to have the advantage in that field. So what you got to do at that point is be aggressive as hell. That is the best advice that I can give you. Be aggressive as all hell and really get good at being able to just rack and shoot, man. That's going to be the best thing that you can do. Just practice racking and shooting as fast as you can. That is going to be your like saving grace when it comes to rocking a shotgun, right? Putting hella rounds downrange as fast as you possibly can. It's about speed and moving quickly, because it's not like with a semi-auto rifle, right, where you're able to just be like, okay, cool, I can just keep like holding this spot and I can keep shooting and putting as many rounds as I want as fast as my trigger finger can go, right? With a shotgun, there's a little bit more to it than that, and you're not going to get the same amount of range. So moving fast and taking cover, but not staying there for long. You really got to be aggressive with it, man. You really got to be aggressive with it. That's honestly worked for me when it came to running a shotgun as a primary. Being defensive or stationary with a shotgun is not the best move. It is not the best move. In fact, anything, that is actually a detriment. That actually might get you killed too. So I would say move fast and strike fast. That's literally the best thing you can do when it comes to rocking a shotgun. The MGC4 can be used for either quick change spring and comes with lower power spring. That's what I'm saying, man. It's so convenient. And that's by design. We wanted this to be an all-around gun that you can bring literally anywhere. And it will serve its purpose very, very well. Very few guns can compete with the value that it offers and the performance that you get from it, which is one of my biggest reasons why I genuinely look at this gun. Yes, obviously, is it our brand? Yes, of course it is. Of course we're going to try to push it. But from Airsofter to Airsofter, when I look at this thing is fucking dope, man. This thing is really freaking cool. And if you really were trying to be competitive on the field, especially if you wanted to save a little bit more money, I would strongly recommend you take advantage of the deals going on right now. Again, because all the MGC4s, all of them, whether it be the Mark II or the Mark I, in all the colorways are going to be discounted, but only until the end of the night. So make sure you take advantage now while you guys can. Let's see here. Make sure to miss anything. Jev Red King, what attachment would you put on a replica if money was no option? Ooh. Well, that's the thing. It's gonna depend on the freaking airsoft gun itself, right? Because every model is gonna be different, right? Like I wouldn't put the same like optic and accessories on one rifle than I would put it onto another rifle. You know what I mean? Like it all can really depend on the gun itself. For me, yeah, it really depends. It really, really depends on what gun I'm looking at. But one of my favorite optics, let's see here. Okay, this is gonna be pricey. If we're talking money's no object, there's no issue. Yes, this is pricey as all hell. I understand that, especially for an optic. Bear in mind, I spent $300 on mine. But I gotta be honest, this is my favorite optic, man, of all time. Literally, this is my favorite optic of all time. I think this one's fucking dope. It's cool. It looks cool, and I love the fact that I can choose between 1 to 4 times. Like, it works well. I usually keep it at 4 times magnification because it's like it works best for me. I'll put this on my rifles. I put this on so much shit. Right now, would I put this on, like my MP5? No, of course not. I would put something very different. This is one of my favorite optics of all time. Again, very expensive. I don't expect everyone to do the exact same thing unless they really love the profile and the look of it. But I gotta be honest, it's definitely one of my favorites. I would also say that the EG1 is also another favorite of mine. I genuinely think this is one of the coolest optics to come out. I love this style. I like optics that offer a really big with 3 eyes, big sight picture, right? I want something, because again, I got old man eyes, right? Even though I can see pretty damn far away, I like when it comes to like little red dots themselves work just fine, but I like when I have a much bigger sight picture. It just feels better. It just feels a lot more natural to me. So something like this works very, very well. Again, a little bit pricey, $94. It's on the pricier side, but you know what? ACW did a pretty bang up job with making a really good optic like this. I think it works very well, and it looks sick on pretty much any airsoft gun we've put it on. Keep scrolling through. Okay, yeah, that's why Whiskey you were asking. Is the MGC4 for indoor, outdoor, or both? Both, 100%, both. You know this, Whiskey. You know this. It's meant for both, really. Now, I've heard the argument that, like, and I think we've even talked about this too, where, like, people will say, like, oh, the Mark II is too long, right? The Mark II is too long. I can't use that for indoors. Man, freaking, I'll say it again. There are plenty of footage out there of, like, Marines out there in the early days of the Iraq War having to clear out buildings, right, like homes, right, urban fighting with full-length M16s. If they can do it, right, there ain't no excuse why any of us shouldn't be able to train and get good with it too, right? Anyone can do it, 100%. I've done it before. Is it, a little bit trickier? Sure. But honestly, even going with something like this, like a carbine length, that's going to be like a breeze. That's nothing. It's literally a carbine length. It's meant to be shorter than a full length rifle. So there should be no problem rocking this indoors. I've seen plenty of guns in this similar carbine length style being used in CQB environments in a very aggressive fashion. Right now, however, if you did want it incredibly short, yes, of course you can go with the Mark 1 as well. Also, another banger airsoft gun too. Especially if you like more of the SBR sort of look, yeah, 100%. That is a very valid option, especially at that price point of $283.50. That's really freaking good. That's really freaking good, like insanely good. More likes people or Isaias will fall asleep in the parking lot tonight. Ricky Fon. Hey man, he's saying I'll always fall asleep in the parking. That's like on my lunches. I know normally like people like, on lunch, obviously you take your lunch. I like taking a nap. Honestly, it kind of does a good job of like kind of de-stressing me because I'm like, okay, I'll take a nap, kind of zone out for a little, like just mellow out for a little while I'm on my lunch, and then get back to work, and then I'm good, right? Just get back to work and I'm good. That's honestly does wonder for me. If you guys haven't tried it, I do recommend taking naps. Very, very helpful. Very helpful. Yeah, my MGC4 Mark II red and black always turns heads on the field. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool, dude. I actually really dig the red and black too. I know a lot of times manufacturers, whenever they have an option to do like varying colors, sometimes they go a little too crazy with the accents, and it kind of just looks kind of like, kind of cheap or tacky. I genuinely look at these black and red ones and the black and golds, and these are sick. Like, these, I would say, are tastefully done. Like, it's not too overbearing with its colors. It's just right. It's just the right amount of like accented colors to help it pop, but it doesn't like, it's not overt. It's not like very gaudy or anything. It's just very, very tastefully done, which I do appreciate them doing, which is by design. Again, originally I think they wanted to do like an all red rail or something, and we were like, no, none of that. Again, got to be tasteful with it. Prime Tech already got a list at ASGI to customize my mystery box. Hey, there we go, baby. There we go. Let's keep going through. How often do these daily shocker deals happen, lady? Very interesting name, Lady Boner. Yeah, we do try to have a pretty consistent flow of discounted items. However, the biggest reason why we encourage people to take advantage now is because like we have a new batch of discounts, that might be coming up, doesn't mean that the gun that you are looking at is going to be discounted. There again, it's going to vary. We carry thousands of products. Not everything is going to be discounted. Well, we have thousands that are discounted. Thousands still are not. So you got to hop on it now. Okay, because sometimes, a lot of brands won't be discounted for very long. Sometimes they'll only be discounted for like maybe a day or two, and then it takes like months, maybe even a full year before they're discounted again. Right? And so again, that's, people always get the feeling of like, oh man, I should have jumped on it now while I can. You can avoid that. You just got to get those orders in now while you guys can. Guys, we have 33 minutes left of the live stream. At 9:30, we are calling it quits, so make sure to go ahead and place your orders now while you guys can. Remember, promotion is right next to me. Every $50 that you spend will be getting you 5 entries into this week's $500 shopping spree giveaway. I'll link the rules again for y'all as well to go ahead and just read up on yourselves. Right, there you go. Any $20 or greater order, and you're automatically in. However, only during the duration of these streams, we like to go ahead and increase your chances. Right, and again, entries have been low. Very few people have been taking advantage of the entries right now. Very few people have been taking advantage of the promotions. And hey, you know what? Power to everyone that did, because y'all smart. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know this is the best way to increase your odds of winning. So don't miss out. You can be just like them. You can be just like the previous winner and take home that glory all for yourself. But you gotta play in order to win. All right, keeps going through. Sure to miss anything. Okay, answered that one. All right, scroll the most recent comments. Prime Tech, I need an Isaias TV patch. Hey, you know what? That's cool. I'm glad that there are still some of you guys that still want that. I think, yeah, we put out a poll though. I think the most popular thing was like people wanted like swag of like, or like in terms of Mayo Gang products, they wanted just more guns. They just wanted more guns in general. I don't even think I was third, to be honest, in that poll that we put out. So I mean, hey, I'm glad. I appreciate everyone that voted for it. Maybe in the future we can see it. I would be down. I'm like fairly confident we're gonna see it in the future. All right, we need Isaias merch. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Again, I would love to see it. I would hope that if it does become a thing, that they just sell. That they sell out very, very quickly, because that'll let us know. Okay, we can keep doing this. People do want this. So that would be the biggest motivator for us to continue doing it. Let's see here, Michael Bolton. Why not just get a Polo Star if you're gonna spend $300 on an airsoft gun? Also, never heard of Mayo Gang. So Michael Bolton's. If you're gonna spend well, here's the thing. I would be very, very hard pressed to find like a solid HPA setup. We're talking the whole thing, not just the gun. Because remember, you don't just need the gun for it to work. You need the line, you need the tank, you need the reg in order for it to all work. I have not seen one go for 300 flat or less, and it also be really good. Like I've never seen one. Minimum that you would usually spend for like an HPA setup, like a good HPA setup, would be like minimum $700 to $1,000, man. $700 like is like what I would say is like the bare minimum if you're getting stuff on a deal. You know what I mean? At a deal. And the Mayo Gang line itself, if you're not aware, the Mayo Gang line itself is actually a collaborative project between us, Lancer Tactical, who was kind enough to provide us with all the resources needed, and the community itself, all of you guys. We were able to go ahead and put together a line of airsoft guns that were up to a spec that we wanted to achieve, that you guys let us know that you guys wanted, and we were able to go ahead and put all these features in that you guys were asking for, right? We were able to try to keep it at a very, very attainable price point and make sure that there's a gun that's going to dominate the airsoft field, but still be attainable for the average player, for the average working man. Right? Well, so while normal retail $315 is still a deal, right now they are actually all going on a sale right now for $283. But again, only till the end of the night. It's only going to be going on sale for the next 3 hours. So definitely recommend you take advantage now while you can. See, make sure you missing anything. Make sure you're missing. And besides, honestly, at the end of the day, too, like while HPA like systems in general can give you an awesome amount of control and performance, we've gotten to a point where it's like most players don't even really need it. Because again, like where realistically can you use like, that crazy good rate of fire, right? The biggest thing that most players in terms of like what we see from the average player, what they're looking for is going to be pretty damn good trigger response, decent rate, healthy rate of fire, and great range and accuracy. Those are like the three biggest things. Dare I say, range and accuracy is going to be like the most important outside of just overall reliability, right? So which is what we wanted to achieve with this. These things, even though they are using an 18-to-1 gear set, for example, they're shooting closer to like a 16-to-1. These things are hella quick. These things are hella quick for what they are. Hell yeah. Right? And you get a very, very nice snappy trigger response with reliable as hell internal. So just saying, if you wanted to go ahead and get something that's going to be incredibly competitive and, again, be available for everyone, Mayo Gang MGC4s are the way to go. All right, so he's going through a mission thing. I'll fall asleep anywhere. 2 kids under 6 and 41 years old. Dude, I hear that, man. I freaking hear that. Like, just I can imagine you're just exhausted all the time, especially with like two of them, especially with 2 of those little rugrats. That's hilarious. Like, yeah, you get to a certain age where it's just, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I can just fall asleep literally anywhere. It does not matter. Please help out Isaias and give this stream a like. Yes, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. It really helps us out. We are down to the last 29 minutes. 29 minutes left of the live stream before we call it donezo. So make sure to leave a like and share this around with as many people as possible. Remember, I love helping out as many people as I possibly can. Feel free to ask your questions away down in the live chat. Put the letter Q right in front of your question, whether you're looking for product recommendations for items on our website, you are looking for my opinions on certain things, or you just want to go ahead and ask me personal questions. I'm an open book. Feel free to go ahead and ask away. See here, make sure I'm missing anything. Shoot, move, communicate. Yep, hell yeah. Clearing rooms with an M14. That's what's up, baby. Battle rifle gang for life, baby. Battle rifles. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Rusty. No, 100%. Like you can clear rooms with an M14. You can clear rooms with really long guns. It's not impossible. If you're good, regardless of what you are given. Optics are definitely helpful. Not necessary, but helpful, Eric. Yeah, no, 100%. I like having optics, one, because they look really cool, and I do actually use them. I do use them a lot of times, especially for longer engagements. Granted, if I'm like within 50 feet, I typically won't, because it's like I've gotten so familiar with how my gun shoots, I know exactly where the BB's going to go. So it's like, yeah, I don't really need to do it too much. But beyond 50 feet, oh yeah, I am using my optics, 100%. Alex Hachwajda, always good to see you, man. Always good to see you, and have yourself a wonderful night. Rusty, ooh, this is a good one. G&G TR-80 or Classic Army ECS M110. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, I'll be honest. In terms of just appearance and aesthetic, the M110. Easy for me, right? Because I've always loved the M110. I think the M110 is just a very, very cool airsoft gun, right? CA-M110. I'll pull that up for you guys to go ahead and see as well. Oh, and it's on a shocker deal. Oh, nut. It's freaking cool. Oh, hell yeah, right? That one, okay, I'm going to link that as well, because that one's just an awesome airsoft gun. I love the fact that it comes included, too, with the ECS programmable trigger unit, right? So programming is going to be there. Granted, it's a DMR. All you're going to be doing is semi, really, at the end of the day. But this thing is dope, man. This thing is already competitive out the box, right? It's freaking solid. It is 100% solid. I would, again, plenty of my my teammates on my team, when we ever do milsim, like, they own and they rock the M110s. And they're solid, man. They're 100% solid. I would recommend these to anyone. And especially right now at that deal, $359. That's so good. That's so freaking good. Now, if I had to compare that to the TR80, the TR80 is very much definitely a more modern airsoft gun compared to the ACS. The M110 is definitely, still has a relevancy 100%, in today's day and age. But I think the TR80 definitely pushes, the limit, and definitely has more bells and whistles. It's definitely more, I guess, I don't want to say developed. It's definitely more technologically advanced. I'll say that, right? When the minute you start adding like laser sensors and everything to detect when a magazine's in, so you have a cutoff feature, like now shit's getting crazy. Right? But I love the fact that this is polymer, but I think there's just something about just a classic M1. I'm a boomer at the end of the day. I'm a 28-year-old boomer, man. Like, I love my old classic quad rails, my Riz. I love my metal bodies, even though I can admit that at the end of the day, polymer is probably superior generally. This is going to be a lot easier of an option for a lot of players to get into the TR80 because it's so lightweight. It is so freaking lightweight. And that was by design. They wanted a lightweight DMR, a long-range killer. And this is it. This is 100% it. G&G hit the mark. And get it, DMR sniper hit the mark. Anyway, both of them are solid picks. For me, though, I would personally pick the M110, but that's mostly based off an aesthetic thing. If we're talking performance-wise, yeah, the G&G is going to take it. But I would still, for my purposes, I would still go with the M110. Let's see here. I want a quote-unquote base KR104S in the mystery box, which coincidentally, I was going to get one as a gift to an old friend. Hey, that's pretty sick. That's actually pretty sick, man. Prime Tech. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, even the KR104S is actually a little bit more than 179. So you actually got a steal on that. So, I mean, even then, that's why I don't understand when people, like, get mad about, like, winning a base gun. It's like, dude, you get exactly what you pay for, right, at the end of the day. If not, you actually got a steal on it. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Keeps going through. Warp makes me want to run a DMR sniper. Their field looks huge. No, I have seen that for Warped Ops, that it definitely looks like it's a really nice, big, open areas, a sniper's paradise, right? 100%. Keeps going through. I just started watching you guys. I want to get my first pew. Do you guys do this regularly? Yeah, 100%. If you're asking about streams, we stream almost every day. Like, we actually got a live stream planned for tomorrow, too. Our streaming schedule right now, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we stream from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesdays, right now, right like today, we have the No Flightless live stream from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Thursdays is when we have the Shopping Spree giveaway live stream, in which we make the announcement for who the weekly winner is for the Shopping Spree giveaway. It's an awesome event that we want the whole community to participate in and to look forward to, right? We've been doing this for over 2 years now at this point, and it's freaking going strong, man. We freaking love it. We love doing this. We love giving back to the community, which is why we always ask for more people to go ahead and share this live stream around to as many people as possible. Word of mouth is the biggest weapon we have against the YouTube algorithms right now. So, but yeah, we do this very, very often. I've been playing Airsoft for 14 years. So yeah, I can definitely give you my opinions as well in terms of, what it is that you might want to get, what to look out for as well. Just let us know what you're looking for. Or if you want more in-detailed responses, you can also go ahead and DM us, Instagram, Facebook, or Discord server. We're more than happy to help as well. All right, let's see here. Eric C, I've been enjoying playing or changing up my playstyle, lighter and faster with a high cap. It's hilarious in our fields because I get pretty wicked flanks. Yeah, man, again, you move, if you have a general understanding of tactics on how to move, you can do some damage, even if you're given a sidearm and using that as a primary in an outdoor setting. 100%. It's no secret, right? If you're good, you're good, man. If you're good, you are good. My look fields are striker and ambush. Gotcha. I haven't made my way out to Project N1 just yet. Ooh, Project N1. Love Project N1. Again, love the guys at Project N1. It's my favorite indoor field for sure. Any day of the week. Freaking awesome staff there. Love you, Gabe. Gabe's such a sweetheart. Gabe is Papa. 100%, dude. I love N1. It's a very cool field. Highly recommend. If any of you guys are looking for a very quick pickup games, very fast, very aggressive, but still a very loving community, I would recommend going to N1 for sure. Fishing as a very established AR platform guy. Why should I get an AK? The newer modern variations look interesting, but I'm not sure if I should get one as a personal build. Well, again, like anything else, it's a personal decision what platform you decide ultimately to go with and to rock with. Thankfully, we sell plenty of AKs, especially some that are, discounted for a good amount, man, for a very good amount. But as far as just the overall benefits, granted, a lot of the parts, while some of them are going to be different in terms of like going with an AR, some of the parts are going to be interchangeable. Not all of them, but like some of the parts are going to be, pretty much the same, which is very, very cool to see. It's going to be the same. The AK is the second most common platform in Airsoft. It is, in terms of like AEGs. It helps too, like we were talking about earlier, with burnout as well. Where you're going with the same gun over and over again, it does kind of get boring and monotonous. Going with an AK can really kind of change things up, really shake things up for you, and keep things interesting, keeps you on your toes, right? And not only that, just for whatever, like AK, like version 3 gearboxes are just, we've all came to the same conclusion that version 3 gearboxes are just freaking tanks. They're built really freaking well, and for whatever reason, they're just accurate as all hell. Like, again, just the way that the hop up is braced up against the actual gearbox, like the way it's designed, it just seems more consistent, and they got crazy good hop, man. They're crazy consistent. So there are some benefits to going with an AK as well. So just keep that in mind as well. Let's see here. Oh, Datfu, when boss man gonna fly you outside the country like Japan, Taiwan, to scope out the airsoft scene there? Well, more than likely, I might actually be going to Taiwan this year, so that'll be cool later on in the year. That'll be pretty cool. But I don't know about Japan though. I don't know about Japan. That'd be hella expensive. Would make excellent content though. Would make excellent content. Can you imagine just this absolute gaijin in the middle of Japan being like, I don't know where anything's at. Let's go find it out, right? Just kind of figuring shit out as I go. That'd be hilarious. Moment Fresh 90. What are some good types of games for outdoor other than Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, etc., that are not part of the typical play? Ooh, this is a good one, and you can recommend these to your ref as well. Any sort of like defend attack sort of game mode, right, where you have an objective that needs to be defended. Those are always really, really good. Like, hold the bunker, hold this sort of, maybe there's a vehicle you need to hold in place, right? Just any sort of section where there's an attacking side and a defending side where the defenders have limited lives, limited respawns, while the attackers have unlimited, right? Just to see how long you can last, right? Or maybe put a time limit, like, hey, if these guys can live, past 25 minutes or past 20 minutes, then they win, right? If all of them die beforehand, that's it. They're all dead, right? That's all it is. There we go. That's another good one. Infection's another good one where you kind of all start off like individuals. You kill someone, hold on to their bodies, right, for a few seconds, and then they become part of your team, right? And it literally just becomes like who can absorb the most amount of players, at the end of it. At the end of it, it ends up becoming two teams, one slightly bigger than the other that ends up just kind of going at it for a little while. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. A little chaotic, but still can be fun. We have Project N1 that's about an hour away. That said, our fields do have some close quarter CQB, but with kid-friendly rules. That's pretty good, too. That is pretty cool, too. Let's see here. Ooh, Sean Pereira. Thoughts on using propane instead of green gas? Just use green gas. Just use green gas. It's so much better for the gun. You can use propane, but that's going to require you to do, like, way more of a disassembly and, like, cleaning and proper maintenance to it, which, I'll be honest, most airsofters don't want to do. Most airsofters don't want to do, and I get it. Propane is cheaper, but don't do it. Just use green gas. It's better for the gun. It's better for the gun, right? It's gonna lube up everything as well, which is what you want. Just stick with the green gas, man. Stick with the green gas. Make sure to miss anything. Scroll down them all the way. Okay. Should be caught up all on all these. Scroll down the most recent comments and questions, guys. We got 18 minutes left. 8 minutes left. You guys know what to do. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. Place your orders now while you guys can. Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree. We spend $100, that's 5 entries. Or spend $50, that's 5 entries. Spend $100, that's 10 entries. Spend $150, that's 15. So on and so forth. You guys get the idea. Think multiples of 50. You're getting 5 per. And don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to increase your odds of winning $500 as part of our shopping spree giveaway. It's absolutely insane. All these discounted items right now are going away at the end of the day. So order now while you guys can. All right, scroll on the most recent course. No, what's up? No, green lube. I mean, it basically is. I mean, it's not green, but like, it is basically lube for your gun, man. It does have a little bit in there as well. It's a blast gas consumption is good. Has a few small quirks, but would highly recommend. Guess who's back? Oh God. Cutter has the SMC9. I was looking at that. Ooh, that's good pick, Michael Bolton. SMC9, very cool. Very, very cool. I genuinely am of the belief, and Boaz, Cisco, and myself have the same belief, that G&G, if given the right support from other companies as well, in terms of like, other parts coming out for it, specifically for that platform, G&G has the potential to replace TM as a new standard. They've always had it in them to do it. It's just whether or not they want to commit to it all the way through and constantly release parts and accessories components for it to keep the platform alive. Because I'm telling you, man, like that G&G gas blowback system that it has, the system they have in place, even with their MGCR, their gas blowback lineup, like, it's insane. Like, the gas consumption is really, really freaking solid, man. It's really, really good, and it has a lot of potential. Keeps going through. Happy Ghost Ninja. I got an Echo 1 M4 P90. The handle seems to be overheating using 11.1 Lancer. Is it normal? The batteries can get a little warm for sure. It usually just depends on how you're using it. You can also try adjusting the the motor height. If it sounds a little off, you can also try adjusting it to go in and get that like right sound so it's properly like tuned for it. Yeah, it can, over time it can get a little warm. That is normal. That is indeed normal. Over time it can happen. However, if it's happening like instantaneously, okay, then that's kind of a problem. Then maybe take a look at that as well. Let's see here, make sure there's anything. Yeah, the Heroes here, everyone does this. Yes, I have heard that. Yes, I believe that first responders, military, law enforcement, they do get free entry as well, which is really cool. I'm glad they do that. Again, just a great place, man. One of my absolute favorite fields to go to, 100%. Let's see, make sure you have the LM4 look, but I always heard awful reviews on it. No Skiros are beautiful too, though. Really want to get Vector. G&G are actually good GV. I always thought they were mid tier. No, man, honestly, G&G, like gas blowbacks in general, solid. Freaking solid, man. It's insane. Again, the only downside that they have right now is magazines are constantly sold out. Constantly. They're not bringing enough in. Hopefully, they have more that are coming in soon. Hopefully, we'll get them in sooner than later. That would be nice. LM4s, I actually own one of them. Believe it or not, they actually are solid guns. Again, the only thing that would ever need to be upgraded at that point for the LM4s would be the hop up, and like that's it. There's really not much else that you need to do with it. They are solid right up from the box. They don't really need anything. They're just a really, really solid training platform as well. Because again, they develop most of their stuff, like especially in that PTR lineup, the professional training rifle. That's really what it stands for law enforcement, for training purposes, and it makes sense. All right, keeps going through. The new G&G MCR, yeah, it's supposed to be the killer, but never use it on a field. The KW F90 apparently has crazy range. Yes, it does. The F90 has surprisingly good range. That F90 is cool, man. The KW F90 is a solid gas blowback gun too. F90. I love this thing, dude. I've gotten plenty of range time with it. Oh, and it's on sale right now too. It's on sale for $414. That is a steal. That is 100% a steal. I love the fact that this is just you look at this as like, oh yeah, no, AUG, but not really. Is this the Lithgow Arms official license F90? This was meant to be used as a training rifle, 100%. And the only reason they brought it to the U.S. because they're like, it might be cool to bring a few in. That's literally all it was. But this was meant to be a training platform for the Australian military. So that's really cool. It's got a lot of history behind it too. Cutter, I like the TR-80, but I don't need another G&G DMR. No, that's fair. Keep scrolling through, make sure I don't miss anything. I can't decide between the MGC4 and a Zynorms R15 Hana 3000. Well, I mean, the obvious answer is going to be the MGC4. I mean, here's the thing. If you like the Zynorms R15, that's a good pick, man. That's definitely a good pick. The Zynorms R15, I'll pull it up. R15 Hana. There you go, R15. The R15 is definitely a solid pick, and it's on sale right now too, so damn, that's good too. $290, $250, worth it, man. Always worth it. But I would say while the R15, the Zynorms R15 does have a really, really nice external finish to it, right? The finish on the receiver alone is awesome. The design of the receiver is very, very cool. This is basically Gucci civilian AR look, compared to your MGC4, which while it is good, it is using a basic forged receiver, right? Forged style receiver. I like the forged receiver look because again, that kind of fits for like the Milsim like aesthetic that I like. But hey, if you wanted like just a really nice, cool looking AR that is also going to give you really great performance too, R15 is no slouch. It's no pushover, man. The R15 is definitely a serious contender as well. It's just if you're looking at performance, MGC4 is going to take the cake for sure. It is just going to take it. But honestly, Hana, you can do either or, and they are phenomenal. They are both phenomenal. And again, I'd say order now within the next, like, what is that, 11 minutes, within the next 11 minutes, because that's when the stream is going to end. And yeah, you won't be able to go ahead and get your extra entries if you don't order within the next 11 minutes. So I'm just saying. Keeps going through. Let's see here. Can we bring back the Mayo guest calls? I thought dim calls, kickbacks were interesting. Yeah, man. I mean, again, if you guys really like, the me bringing on a guest onto the live streams, I can totally do that. I have no problem with doing that. I actually find it very, very fun. It's very fun for me when I can go ahead and bring guests onto the live streams and actually just have a little convo beforehand. Maybe even do some Q&As together as well. I actually thoroughly enjoy doing that. So if you guys want it, I'm totally down with doing it more. But you guys got to let us know. Let us know in the Discord that you guys want to continue seeing more guests being brought on. Hey, that'll work. That'll 100% work. That's one way to continue doing it. Rusty GB, don't have issues if you clean and loop. No, for the most part, that is true. There are some brands, that I've had the unfortunate experience of where even if they were cleaned and lubed, the parts were just not made very well. I'm pretty sure we can all guess what brands I'm talking about. But yeah, typically speaking, a solid gas blowback, whether it be a pistol or a rifle, will typically not give you any issues so long as you are properly maintaining it. Properly. Okay, so make sure it's the thing. I played a lot in 2018 back when KDB and Mac dominated the Airsoft marketplace. I like the HPA setup because it's so accurate using the Orga barrel. Yeah, those are all solid parts back in the day. I think times have definitely changed a little bit for sure. But hey, you know what? If it works, man. All right, let's see here. Yeah, you would spend about 700 plus for an HPA. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's true. And then a lot of people also don't want to go down that route too. There's also and I hate that it's true, right? We all know that there is unfortunately a stigma that goes against anyone using an HPA setup, especially in an outdoor field, because again, unfortunately, all those freaking toxic videos, right? Again, just doing complete disservice to the airsoft community in the long run. Anytime, and I've talked to plenty of refs, and they'll all say the same thing. I'll ask them, what is the general profile of a player that is going to cause the most amount of problems on the field, right? And 9 times out of 10, they'll tell me the same thing. It's like, yeah, anyone that really runs HPA, any sort of speed softer that goes onto the field is typically gonna. It's like, and it's unfortunate because I know plenty of speed softers that are fine. They're good, contributing members to the airsoft community, right? They do, just as much good, as any other player of any other type of philosophy, I guess, or whatever you like to call it. But, because they have that aesthetic that is, gotten so much notoriety, unfortunately, online, and it kind of fell into infamy, it's just unfortunate, right, that there is going to be a stigma against it, to the point where a lot of field rules will literally put HPA players at a handicap. They can only achieve, a much lower FPS compared to everyone else, right? Or that, with their turning locks, they have to meet all these standards, right? It is unfortunate. It definitely is unfortunate. I understand why fields do it. It's their business. They have to do what they can to keep customers, coming, because no one wants to go to a field where no one's really doing anything to enforce the rules. And it's not a good time for anyone. Of course not. But it is unfortunate that it does have to come down to that. So a lot of players don't really want to have to resort to that or, invest in that platform if it's just going to be causing them problems in the long run. You know what I mean? But it's still, I still think it's a cool system. I still think it's a cool system nonetheless. Let's see here. Moise Hernandez, do you know any more details? Honestly, I do not, because I haven't had any hands-on experience. I do not want to go out and give wrong information, so I don't have any more to say about the Double Eagle PP19, just because, again, I have not had any hands-on experience. Once I do, though, then I'd probably be able to divulge a little bit more on Moises Hernandez. Do apologize for that. Once you have the line of reg, you can do a swap for a few $100 less, depending really on the engine you go with. Yeah, that's true. Again, it really depends on what engine you ultimately go with and what you hope to do with it, what your expectations are. Let's see here. Make sure I missing anything. M2S is more accurate and consistent with and better with gas efficiency. So it just feels and looks amazing. LM4 kicks harder. Again, it really depends. The MWS is definitely, if I had to pick what was the best GBVR platform out there right now, it would be the MWS. Not so much because of performance. Performance is great. And it definitely helps that there is a plethora of parts that are available that even that we sell, on our site for the MWS system. TM did a really good job with that system, and it's solid, right? It's solid. But KWAs typically for what a lot of players are going for, especially if they want that realistic kick, and they're looking for a good training rifle. Typically I would say going with the LM4 because it does kick harder, right? It is part of the PTR lineup that KWA specifically designed for law enforcement. That's what it was designed for. So if you wanted that, if you were trying to go for that training element, I would say go with the LM4. If you wanted performance, go with the MWS. But another one, again, I'm gonna say it, MGCR, man. I'm telling you, in Like, I would not be surprised if give it a few more years and that ends up becoming like the platform that everyone wants to get. You know what I mean? That is the, like, you know, next step in gas flowback stuff. You know, I'm not making it up. I genuinely believe that. You know, if the MGCR platform can get enough support from other manufacturers coming out with new internal components, upgrade parts, all that good jazz, right? If they come out with that stuff, that's gonna keep the system alive, and it's gonna get enough like attention for people to be like, oh, this thing is like actually like no joke. This thing is good. All right, keeps going through. I'd love to do a launch stream cover, Cutter. Yeah, I mean, man, you know, you might be next. You might be next, Cutter, as far as another guest on. Oh God, my throat. Oh God. Let's see. Dartree? Yeah, that's right. Did someone say R15? I forget, Dartree. You actually do have one as well. You have one as well. Side by side with my MWS and Masada, it feels more realistic. Yeah, no, true. Make sure I'm missing anything. Keep scrolling through. I'm an ex-Navy. Went to nuke school, but medically dropped. Let's see. Make sure no phone flight. I'm a pilot for the Air Force going on my 7th year. Hey, that's cool, man. That's freaking dope. That's gangsta. Please here. Make sure I'm missing anything. Keep going through. If you want to lose to a guy with one, what the heck? Oh God. Keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Guys, we got, how much time we got? We got 6 minutes. 6 minutos left. We got 6 minutes left of the live stream. Guys, get those orders in. It's not too late. You guys can go on and get those extra entries in. Win that $500 prize pot all for yourself. I'll go on and link it one last time for all y'all to see. I want to link it one more time for all y'all to see. If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and give that a proper read through so you guys know exactly what's up. Make sure to order yourself a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box. You'll be getting 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway on top of winning a dope airsoft gun. And again, I'm telling you, the prize list on this thing is absolutely insane. 2 decked out MGC4s as the grand prize. You get a Wolverine MTW, Elite Force M3 Moz gas launcher, PC1 Storm sniper rifles, new LCTs with the Gate Aster pre-installed, KWA F90, right? We got some more LCTs on here as well. The G&G TR80 DMR, hell yeah. We got the current most recent colorways for the MGC4 Mark 1, the PMG5. Like, come on now. The PMG5 is an absolute badass of an airsoft. Look at this. It's so cute. It's so small, but it's so freaking tiny. Packs one hell of a punch. This is no joke going to be the easiest thing you can do if you want to start getting into LMGs or like machine guns in general, right? Heavy support stuff without the heavy. You know what I mean? This is going to be very, very easy. A very easy gateway into that world of airsoft, which I highly recommend because I know some of you guys have already gotten it and it's freaking sick. I'm going to recommend that everyone get one, though. Keep scrolling up, make sure I'm not missing anything. Scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. Sure, let's see here. Yeah. Scroll the most recent comments and questions. We got like 4 minutes left of the stream. Make sure we see anything. Thanks for the stream. It's gonna. Yeah, Casper. Anytime, man. Anytime, dude. Honestly, like I actually am very happy that we were able to get a guest on. Big shout out to RGK. I know he didn't have you too, Brewer. You were able to come on last time. Big shout out to everyone that's like was able to make time for these live streams. Whether you are someone that actually comes on and like talks, or someone that just hangs out in the live chat, or just views. Right? I'm serious. I genuinely do appreciate all the views that these live streams get. I mean, I don't mind if the views themselves, aren't like that high, because at the end of the day, if I'm able to at least help out one or a few people with being able to decide what to get or steering them in the right direction in terms of like, hey, I'm new, just trying to get into this amazing hobby. What should I be getting? What should I be looking out for? What's your take on this, right? As long as I can help someone out in that sense, that makes it worth for me at the end of the day. That definitely makes it worth for me at the end of the day, because that means that, hey, someone else now is going to be in this hobby. Someone else is going to be thriving in this scene, is going to be able to have a very happy experience and good experience overall playing airsoft. And that's what it's all about, right? That's how we get airsoft to become mainstream. That's how we get it to a point where it's so popular, right? It becomes just a regular thing. Oh God, my throat. That's how we make it a regular thing. That's how we make it mainstream. It's just by giving everyone a good experience as much as possible. Let's see here. Make sure to see a thing. Keep going. Make sure to see a thing. Believe me, this reference. Believe me, we made the re-chrono. We make the rev re-chrono everyone. Oof, that's hilarious. Discourage new players who aren't expecting it and irritate those who are regulars. Yeah, people who know the rules a bit, meet HPA requirements in the field, run a bit heavier. Yeah, that freaking sucks. Yeah, this is again. You don't want to do anything that's going to discourage new people, man. That's the thing. You don't want to do anything to discourage new people, because again, like if they have a bad experience, then that means okay, cool. Now no one wants to go to this field, and now we just lost like more potential airsofters, right? We just lost more potential airsofters, and the field is screwing up by allowing 400 FPS with anything above 2.0. Then that's the standard measure. Why I wish fields would still use joules instead of yeah, 100%. Joules is like definitely like a more accurate means of like measuring stuff. I mean, for fuck's sake, like the rest of the world uses joules. We're the only country that uses FPS, if I'm not mistaken. We're the only, well, I think us in Canada, right? But we're the only ones that use joules, right? It's just kind of stupid like that. I mean, granted, we are also the only ones to use the imperial system for whatever reason. Hate that we use that. Again, why can't we just be on metric? We could have been standardized with everyone else. I digress. I just hate being on Imperial, right? Because then I feel stupid when I got to do like, oh, fuck, I got to do conversions. All right, I got meters, right, and all this shit. Like, oh, crap, I hate having to do that. I feel so dumb when I have to do that on the fly. Oh, got to get some rest before work. Appreciate the stream, Isaias. Looking forward to more guests. Hey, glad to see you, man. Glad to have you always on Prime Tech. Always glad to have you as well. I really want a GVR PCC that works on high cap mags, experimental DNA. Honestly, I think that's what everyone's been hoping for. Originally, the WeTech Honey Badger PCC that came out a while back, if I remember correctly, that one was originally slated to be compatible with G-Style magazines. That was supposed to be compatible with G-Style magazines, but when it got released, it turns out it wasn't using the same design, and we were all disappointed by that, because this is like, man, why couldn't they just make one that actually uses a gas blowback? Because it's from the same brand. It's not like WeTech never made a G-Series style pistol. Of course they do, right? It would have been very easy for them to just, and they still make the extended mags too. They still make magazines, extended mags. It would have been very easy to just go ahead and make it, but I guess apparently not. They wanted to go ahead and make their own design, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, again, we are noticing that some fields do use joules, which is great, but yeah, but it definitely sucks whenever like not every single field uses them, not every single one. Happy Ghost Ninja. Hey, I won the last Champions giveaway. Does that mean does me spending it allow me to enter the next one? Yeah, 100%. Go Happy Ghost Ninja. 100%. The order that you made today when you came in store, yeah, 100%. That is also a qualifying order, and that enters you into this week's Shopping Spree giveaway as well. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of this live stream. Appreciate every single one of you that placed your order. Shout out to all of you guys for placing your orders and getting the extra entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. Again, right, appreciate every single one of you that was participating in the live chat too. It makes it definitely a lot more fun for me to go ahead and do these streams again. Big shout out to RGK also for hopping in on this Discord call and being able to go ahead and have a good little back and forth. Always very cool. If you guys like this format, make sure to go ahead and let us know down in the comment section too. Let us know in the Discord what you think about it as well. Again, we want to do what we can to keep these streams entertaining for every single one of you, right? And again, make sure to go ahead and get your entries now while you can. While these promotions are over with, you can still get 15 entries when you order yourself the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box, right? Available for $179.99. You get 15. And remember, all these sale items are still on sale right now, but they're going to be ending at the end of the day. So take advantage now while you guys can. Big shout out to everyone, and I mean everyone, that chose to spend their free time hanging out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. It means the absolute world to me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, guys.